Southeast Asia, FSL Open 6 playoffs, a tournament circuit that's dedicated to growing the competitive women's gaming scene here in this region, proudly sponsored to you by Intel and supported by Yahoo. We just watched Galaxy Racer win the series 2-1 against Oasis Gaming Aqua, and now we're approaching the grand final. It's going to be up against the reigning champions Alter Ego Celeste, and it's going to be a rematch of not only the FSL Open 5 grand final, but also the semifinals that we saw in the upper bracket yesterday. I'm your host, Tanya May, right here in, well, thundery, lightningy, not so sunny side of Singapore. And joining me as well to experience this weather is Marquis.
Yeah, I'm actually in breeze right now, so I don't see this thunderstorm you're looking at. But I'm really excited for these grand finals because not only is it a rematch of the semifinals and Open 5, like you mentioned, Galaxy Racer and AE Celeste also faced off in the grand finals of Open 3. So actually, this is the longest standing grand
Oh,
finals
wow.
rivalry of FSL Opens. Open 4, it was Oasis Gaming that tried to go
Yes.
for the grand finals against AE Celeste. And in
Mm.
Opens 1 and 2, it was the back then Mad Army who was fighting AE Celeste for the #1 spot. So right now we are looking at AE Celeste, whether they can complete the clean circuit sweep because they won 5 in a row. Not a small feat. And this is the 6th and last Open. And if they can get this, it will be a clean sweep for them from Opens 1 to 6. But right now, Galaxy Racer, I think this is the closest team that's giving AE Celeste a run for their money. Their semifinals or upper bracket finals match rather was really close, 13-9, thirteen
Yes.
to 11. But we saw AE Celeste win 8 rounds in a row in map
Oh my
number 2
gosh.
to take game number 2. That was absolutely insane. It's like they just turned on a
Really?
switch. But
Yeah.
either way, I still think Galaxy Racer, this current iteration, this current form of Galaxy Racer, are
Hmm.
the ones that will be able to give AE Celeste the best run for their money in this grand finals.
And not to mention, like, the number of times that they go up against the same team, you kind of
Yeah.
wonder, like, well, Galaxy Racer, you've gone up against the same team. Sure, you keep losing, but you learn more and more and more about Alter Ego Celeste. And I can't help but wonder right here, right now, having faced them already once in the playoffs and again right here, it might be closer than we think because the more you learn, the more experience that they have, the more strategies they can come up with.
Yeah, that's for sure. And every time you try, you know what you don't need to try the next time around if it
Yeah.
doesn't really work out, and you start trying to figure them out. But
Hmm.
one thing's for sure: A Celeste have not been doing the same thing for every open. We've
Yeah.
seen different picks from them every single time. This time around in the playoffs, we saw their split lineup of 3 Sentinels with a
Yeah.
Sky.
No duelists.
That is absolutely insane because number one, they didn't really bring out the Sky too much in the previous opens. I don't think they felt the need to,
No.
but
Yeah.
Sky is super in meta right now for
Yes.
VCT in various regions. The
Mm-hmm.
triple sentinel setup is also a unique one because at first we
Mm.
were thinking, oh, they're gonna start attack, right? Because all the teams in FSL choose defense first. So
Yes.
running 3 sentinels on attack, that was like, why? That's like big question mark first on a map
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
Split, but they were able to make it work. So Alter Ego Celeste, even though they might have been like they have a lot of VODs of them. I think Illustrata mentioned
Mm.
this one. They have so much footage of them
Mm.
playing because they are the top teams, and everyone's gonna be watching them play. But even then, no one has figured them out thus far.
Yeah, because they keep changing it, and you think that okay, maybe they change up their strategy, but no, they also come in here and change up their agent composition. So it's really like you don't know what to predict, and
Yeah.
especially yesterday on Bind, it's the first time that we saw them brought out in a long while the Astra pick as well, and Cypher. I think I was it Ayumi also played it on Breeze the day before, so it's a toss up. Like you have all the VODs, but you still can't prepare against them.
Yeah, I mean, they're just too good and they're too adaptable. They are really strong, and uh, the fact that they're at the top for this long is really, really difficult.
Yeah,
Staying at the top, winning
yeah.
every single grand finals is really difficult. I think Oasis Gaming was the only one to take a map off of them in one of the grand
Two
finals, but
maps, yeah.
2 maps. Okay.
Breeze and Ice Fox in the FSL Open 4 Grand Finals.
Yeah, but Alter Ego Celeste have never wavered. I mean, I
Mm.
want them to go for this clean sweep. They don't need to win this for any circuit points because they've already
No,
qualified. Once
yeah.
once they reach the finals, rather the playoffs in Open 5, they've already
Mm.
qualified. But they've already won 5 straight opens. They might as well go for the sixth, right?
Yeah, and also they did it in a perfect run the last time around. So who's stopping them to
Yeah,
say like, hey, we also want a perfect run this one? And I think especially in FPS, when you start winning everything, you think about the Sentinels and you wonder like, oh, are they gonna give it up this time? Are they gonna run out of steam? But no, it's really that aura of invincibility and the fact that like, you come in here, people you want the other teams to be scared of you, right? And
yeah.
that's really also what they're fighting for, this shield of being unbeatable.
Yeah, it's really amazing. But right now, let's go for a recap of the lower bracket finals. Galaxy Racer against Oasis Gaming. Map number one was a very close 13-11, with Galaxy Racer eking out the win over Oasis' map pick. Of course, this is the combined effort of the team. You could see the KDAs of everyone in the map. Pretty decent. The combat score is spread across the board, I'd say, minus the Sages at the bottom. I mean, typically they just wall and they're the last one standing because
Hmm.
of the rotations. But everyone really put in the work here in this really close game. It was a heartbreaker for Oasis Gaming Aqua, who was starting to mount a comeback. Galaxy Racer, though, with a really sharp headshot percentage here, plus
Yes.
really just eking out that one extra round, which is all they needed. 30-11 is as close as you can get without going to overtime.
Yeah, looked a little bit shaky there, but they managed to pull through it. Honestly, for Oasis, it's quite hard to count them out because if you look at the history of their maps all throughout this playoffs, they actually are always down on the first map. Like they actually don't really lead in terms of rounds, no matter what map and no matter whether they're on attack or defense. So this time around, unfortunately, they didn't pull it through. Now
Yeah,
going into the second map, I really want to talk about this because Galaxy Racer, this is their map choice, and historically they have been so good on this map, especially when you have Aya on Phoenix. Like that's the composition that they went for. Aya on Phoenix, she really opened up a lot of the sites for them on attack. But this time around, a completely different agent composition. They don't have any flashes in here. They were definitely just relying on tricks as well as Ivory, the blinds, and the leers. But I feel like that stifled them because they don't seem as comfortable.
yeah. I think they also shuffled the players that are playing because they have a sub on their roster as well. So Baby Aluka sometimes plays the Jet instead. So it's Jet on Baby Aluka and Aya was on the Phoenix, like you
Phoenix,
mentioned. And
yeah,
then Trix would
yeah.
play the Sova. So Zigea was the one
Mm,
that wasn't in the lineup. Mahana is also a new player brought in. But they
yes,
they have been like you mentioned, Haven was their power map pick. In fact, it's
yeah.
banned by most teams against them. And
Mm,
Celeste, I do believe, will likely ban Haven against him as well. So
mm-hmm.
you're right. This is surprising. It went to overtime. It went to 14-12, but Oasis game eked out the win for this one. So they stole each other's map picks for maps one and two.
Yeah. But headshot percentage still going in the way of Galaxy Racer. So you can tell, right? The way you watch them, they are that much sharper than Oasis, but whether they'll be as much sharper compared to Alter Ego Celeste, we will have to see. And of course, leading into the third map, which was very surprising. Oasis chose this, but it's also the same map that they lost to Renatus White in the round before, and they still don't look so good on it.
Yeah, definitely not. Plus, I wouldn't say they didn't look they looked bad, but Galaxy Racer
No,
looked
yeah.
better. I think
Mm,
the duelists. It was Omo who mentioned this. Both duelists and Galaxy Racer really popping off on that map, and
yes.
it looked like Oasis Gaming had no answers to Galaxy Racer because their defense was basically just too strong for Oasis Gaming to run into the side or take anything. And
Mm.
413, after the first two maps being so close, 413 is actually so far away from Oasis Gaming wasn't even close to mounting a comeback there.
Yeah, they also look very shaky on attack, even against Renata's White. And if you notice, they don't really take mid control. They either commit to A or B, and I think that's a big weakness. And not to mention, they are very reliant on ankle. Like, if she doesn't pop off, the entire team doesn't pop off. Because you see rounds where if she dies first, suddenly they're like, oh, what do we do, right? They're not checking the right angles, they're pushing in, but not together as a team. So it was very, very obvious that in this case, Oasis very dependent on ankle and willing to see, as we go into FSL Open or Wildcard, how they will change it up and whether other members will be stepping up to that plate.
I think you hit the nail in the coffin there because there was really no mid control for the side of Oasis Gaming on a map like Ascent where mid is completely open. It kind of like uh, going for the mid control on the attacking side will allow you to stop the rotations, or at least make them respect that someone is at mid. And going into just A or B just makes it very difficult for an attacking team if your entries are not clean. And Oasis Gaming just did not have it in them in that map, at least in this very instance.
Yeah, but we hopefully will be seeing them again in wildcard and the opens. But for now, moving on to the grand final, right? The one that we've all been waiting for. We'll first be introducing also Ego Celeste. I don't really think they need any more introductions, but here we see the bracket first of all, how these teams got here. Also, Ego Celeste 2-0 all the way, but by no means close, especially there in the upper bracket against Galaxy Racer. And as a result, Galaxy Racer dropped to the lower bracket, managed to edge out Oasis Gaming 2-1 here. I can't help but look at this and think, Galaxy Racer already 3 maps today, and they're gonna have to play at least another 3. It is gonna be tiring, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like you mentioned, it's about stamina at this point in time. They played a 13-11 and a 14-12. Those were a lot of rounds. Thankfully, the third map was
Yeah.
pretty quick for them, but that's the lower bracket disadvantage here, right? You have to play those rounds
Yes.
first before coming in. And like you mentioned, A Celeste, they don't need any introduction because we see them every single FSL Open. We see them in the grand finals for every single FSL Open, and they are the strongest team in VCT Game Changers Southeast Asia without a doubt. But whether that gets challenged this Open, we'll have to see.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, I mean, we still want to show up the rosters here for AE Celeste. It is going to be a Yumi, a Neri,
Tarath.
Therethrill, Iceberg, Margot, as well as Orophilia.
Yeah. So
You know,
these
for AE
these are your
Celeste,
reigning like
reigning
champions for
queens,
5
okay?
opens in a row.
And they won 4 out of 5 last year as well. So just to recap, what have they been doing? Firstly, you already mentioned they have not been running a single duelist on some of their comps. It's all the initiators as well as sentinels. And you also said that it's really because the post plan is that much stronger.
Yeah, on split, I think they're confident that they can get into the site, and having the 3 sentinels makes the post plant so much easier. So I think that's what they really want to do because they're really sharp. And honestly, if they win 6 opens in a row, they'll have 1 open title for each of their members. They have 6 members.
Like you can imagine, like one championship, everyone gets to keep one trophy.
Yeah, and on the side of Galaxy Racer, okay, these are the ones that really want to challenge AE Celeste. They have looked so much better this open. They did give
Yes,
AE Celeste a scare, I'd say, on the
definitely.
winners bracket finals, and basically tricks the IGL. We had her interview, of course. We see her cat in the background in the interview as well. Just a fun fact
Hmm.
if you've been paying attention. But Galaxy Racer, they're looking really strong and they are on form. Let's see if they can take it to Alter Ego Celeste.
And they're also playing with a 6-man roster. I mean, sure, also Ego also has Aureophilia, but she's more of a sub. And really, here is where Trix, mixes and matches. And I think, like Baby Aluka yesterday, wasn't having the time of her life. She is actually the top ACS in terms of FSL Open 5 playoffs. So even above her 2 duelists. But this time around, hasn't quite found her footing. So I think that's why it's good that they can sub the girls in and out.
Yeah, and it really helps, especially since they're coming from the lower bracket. L- At least
Yeah.
you could have one player rest for a little bit and then come in with a fresh set of eyes and reflexes. Because you play so many games, so many rounds, it starts to kind of blend in. It gets tiring. Like
Yeah,
you're a tad bit slower,
definitely.
and in a game like Valorant, every millisecond counts, right? So someone fresh coming in will really give a breath of fresh air to a team
And you have a lot of fresh air there, right? And Breeze,
for sure.
Marquis.
Salty
And
fresh air.
speaking about Breeze, we're going to take a look at the map selection. Because Breeze is actually the 4th map that teams have chose. We are going to start off with Icebox, which I like to call the 50-50 because teams have been really 50-50 on Icebox. They kind of give up rounds and then they come back, whether it's attack or defense. And also the importance of Viper for Galaxy Racer. We saw Ivory just put on a masterclass on this agent right here, and it is the one that pushed Alter Ego as well in the upper bracket yesterday.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Icebox can be kind of coin flippy, as I'd like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's a 50-50. It's a great equalizer because of the verticality of the map. And
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to be very ready on Icebox, especially if you start an attack. So I think for Galaxy Racer, this is your map pick, but you're starting an attack and you're attacking against Alter Ego Celeste. So they better be ready with their strategies because it's just really very difficult coming into a Icebox without a good attack plan in mind because there's so much
Yeah.
room for flanking, there's so much room for sneaky spots, and you just get pincered if you're not fast enough.
And I'm also curious to see whether Galaxy Racer will change up their agent comp because they've been very reliant on Viper. Whereas if you look at Alter Ego Celeste on Icebox, they do rely on Omen instead. And they actually never really played Viper on this map. So we saw Galaxy Racer also take rounds off or even throw them, even with Viper's pit around. So, you know, Alter Ego, if they're looking at this, they're going to have some ideas in mind on how they want to approach this.
Yeah, I think they're just really strong. Alter Ego Celeste, they can get away with almost every single lineup, but I do want to see them be a bit more creative, and I want to see something different from them. Just because they're most likely going to take steal one or two map picks from Galaxy Racer because they're just that good.
Right, and we will be heading into the grand final right now because the teams are ready. Remember, this is the VCT Game Changers grand final between Galaxy Racer and Alter Ego Celeste. Marquis as well as Kentrel here and Quack, take it away.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, it's the Quack Key Duo.
yeah, welcome back to the no, I'm the one entering here, so please do welcome me. And this is the grand finals that we've been waiting for. I really want to see this matchup between Alter Ego Celeste and Galaxy Racer because this is the closest I think that anyone has ever gotten to the level of Alter Ego Celeste. Now, whether it remains to be seen whether Alter Ego Celeste are just trying new things out because we saw. I'm just gonna repeat it. Yesterday, when Galaxy Racer were in a big lead, suddenly A Celeste just like, okay, stop playing games now. Let's win 8 rounds in a row and make this a 2-0. It's like, we're done. We're done here.
Yeah, it. I was watching that, and I had no words. I have no analysis. I have no idea how they started doing that. It's just really like y'all said. They suddenly flipped the switch, like in their minds. Said, all right, no more games. We're gonna play as serious, and they chained those wins in a row. It's incredible. I mean, starting things out, there were a couple rounds. I don't know. Neri was like buying up a guardian on a second round to start things off, and then all of a sudden they just like, all right, enough's enough. How? But what happened, Key?
I don't know what they did. Maybe they decided to use two hands after a while. Maybe they're using
Oh,
one hand for all that time. I'm not sure.
or maybe they were playing like this,
Yeah.
a little bit of that. Yeah, it's incredible. But you know what? That's it. That was bind. This first map is going to be Icebox, and yesterday's game it went 13-9. Do you think it's going to be any different?
I'm not sure. I actually think that the fatigue coming in will affect Galaxy Racer a little bit. Like,
Yeah,
if they're ready for this, it will still be a handicap against A Celeste because A Celeste are coming in here fresh. I mean, they're probably warmed up, but they didn't play a best of three to try to get into the grand finals, right? A Celeste are going to be sharp, are going to be fresh, are going to be ready for Galaxy Racer.
I still feel really weird. I mean, you do have a point. First of all, yeah, Galaxy Racer maybe like stamina, right? They're definitely they need some kind of a breather. That's why we had the break. It's
Yeah.
not just for production or us. It's really for the players because this is stressful. God, you're going up against Alter Ego Celeste. But secondly, upper bracket advantage. They get to watch the games. They get to see how Galaxy Racer played against Oasis Gaming on Icebox. So you have to think like Galaxy Racer. Do you guys really want to? Do you girls really want to stick with the same agent composition, or maybe try something out? How deep is your? How many pages do you have in your playbook? Right, if you have a lot of different setups, you might just be able to catch Alter Ego Celeste off guard. Otherwise, I don't know. I hate to say it, but it could be the same.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that because Agent Select is coming right up. So we'll see if they have something new to bring to the table here. But it looks like it's going to be pretty similar to what they ran from. In fact, if they lock these in, it'll be exactly the same composition that they had.
Marco. Is Margot hovering over Viper? She usually plays Omen on this map. What's going on? Tricks hovering over
Debated,
Reyna?
debated.
Okay, debated. Oh my god, I got scared for a second. And
Select
Tricks,
your
is she gonna
agent.
go with the Reyna instead of the Raze? Are we gonna have an almost mirror composition with the exception of the controllers?
I think that actually might be it because tricks on Reyna is actually really strong. The fact that she can call, she can heal herself, top herself up with the Devour, I think is really important here, especially against Alter Ego Celeste. Every one of them is gonna tag you, and
Oh man.
that is definitely what they're going to need here. I don't think the Raze works that well anymore on Icebox. I like it on Ascent, but on Icebox it's a bit of a hit or miss for me.
Yeah, a little bit, but I did like what Trix had against Oasis Gaming. I mean, those paint shells, it did so much. Maybe keeping people trapped in certain spots, maybe even denying the plants coming onto the B site. You just throw them in towards those Radianite crates, and it happens. But you know what? This time they are starting on attack after all, and Alter Ego are the ones on defense. So. Reyna does make sense. We'll have to see how they play it out, though. Just now, it was good, but it still came pretty close. I mean, 13-11 against Oasis Gaming. And again, upper bracket advantage. Alter Ego Celeste, for all you know, they might have been watching the stream. They might have been taking notes here and there. So this is going to be it. The very first round of the grand finals. It's Alter Ego Celeste on defense. Galaxy Racer on attack. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath, I'm pretty sure. One way or another, it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's either gonna be a massacre or a bloodbath for both.
Which one do you want? Bloodbath or Massacre? Whatever it is. We already have a Recon Vault from Yaya to start things off on the A site. So a little bit of a default presence from Alter Ego Celeste, 2 towards mid, and the Sage definitely is hovering around tube, and the remaining 2 on A. Margot actually, was the one on B. She's in an elevated position, but if Galaxy Racer can actually take her down, they might just be able to get the spike planted pretty quickly. Still, though, she's staying hidden. Very disciplined. If someone goes in for the plant and she pops off right now, she might just be able to do it, but a little bit of damage is good enough. The heals come in from Tarathiel as well, so Spike went down. It's a 5v5 retake, Marquis.
Yeah, there's actually a Sheriff. Did I just see a Sheriff? Yeah, that's a Sheriff on Ayumi. On round number 1. I like this. First second does this quite a bit as well. But it looks like Celeste are going for the diffuser with the wall. They're gonna have to break that wall down, and Tarathiel is just gonna stick it. Oh wait, no, she does the hack. And they're just finishing everyone off. Tarathiel has to go back because of the snake bite. But Trix is alone here, and the defuse is gonna. Nope. Yes, it did go through. So Trix does get Tarathiel, but only after the defuse because she got half.
I have. That's all they needed. Trix, unfortunately, was only able to get the one headshot and not in time as well. And that is Alter Ego Celeste. If you've never seen FSL before, if this is your first time watching the VCT Game Changers Southeast Asia or the FSL Valorant circuit, this is your introduction to this team, this godlike team. You saw what Inari did. All she had was a ghost, and she was able to take off 2 players really quickly. And right now, you're seeing the Guardian. She's holding on to the Guardian.
The round 2 Guardian, I think she did this before. She just wants a long-range rifle, and it works really well on Icebox, better than, let's say, a Marshall would. And like you mentioned, Celeste, this is Celeste. They are extremely decisive. That's how they got the defuse. There's the Sheriff being used to the musket. Ayumi with the dash out. Oh my god, gets the musket shot again. Tries to go for Trix, but Tarathiel is going to finish her off, and it's going to be a flawless round for Alter Ego Celeste. There's nothing that Galaxy Racer could do.
What
It's so fast.
Dude, what was that, Marquis? This is round number 2. You're just gonna go full musket. You didn't even scope it.
No, she didn't scope
Come
it once.
on.
She didn't scope it once in that engagement. Like, Inari was there to provide supporting fire, but Ayumi with the musket there really did so much damage with that Marshall.
No charge.
That's the bloodbath, dude. You try to stream in towards A side, but you got 2 opposite angles to look out for, past maze, past pipes, and it's just Neri, Ayumi, every single player from Alter Ego Celeste. But right now, are you kidding me, Ayumi? They have the full buys. Give them a chance. Aya's still gonna push up in from Maze though.
Yeah, she
The
finally
Aljo
gets taken
does
down.
Tag one up. It's back to a 4v4, but you gotta keep this going, Galaxy Racer. They spot the players out over by Rafters. And Neri is the one with the fully, powerful rifle. It might be semi-auto, but it's still deadly enough if used correctly. So, Spike hasn't gone down yet. Yea's making her way in, but they're being very cautious about this. And in all that time, Terethio just uses the toxic screen, pushes past it, takes one down. Aya makes it a trade. And right now, Neri pushing up from Rafters, finds the first one, immediately dismisses away and falls back. Margot, the backup coming in from screens. Are Aya and Ivory aware of this? It's a 2v2. They should know where she's coming from, and Margot will be the first to fall in this engagement. And Neri coming around from the left right now, and Aya holding the off angle will take her away. It's the third kill in the round for this girl, and it's the first win for Galaxy Racer.
And to finally get around, you need that round. Round number 3, when you got the rifles, they had 2 remaining, so it's still going to be very expensive for them. But at least they got a round win, because you don't want to give a Celeste a running start. And this is the script, right? 1-2. That was the bonus round for Alter Ego Celeste. If you give them the bonus round, then it's just so difficult to really equalize.
I am still shooketh though with a
Shooketh.
Yumi holding just this one angle, right?
Yeah.
With a Marshall no less. Right now it's gonna be a Neri with a Vandal though. Even scarier, I think, if she perfect crosshair placement, you do a little bit of a burst, maybe a one tap. If I were Galaxy Racer, you have to think twice about peeking in towards the site. So making use of the maze right now, making use of all these boxes, Trix is going to be the first one to walk up, but immediately gets a denied by a Neri. That's one headshot to start things off, pops the Empress, and falls dead. Thanks to Yea. Just like that, site might be theirs. Let's see if they can get the spike down.
Okay, you really called it there. The burst for the headshot, and Neri just takes Trix down. But Galaxy Racer are still trying to make this work. 4v4 retake right now for A Celeste.
In from Rafters, but Iceberg already underneath just sprays and finds Aya. And here comes Yea as well as Hannah. They are able to find a couple more, and there we have it. Ivory from screens, able to stave off this retake, and they're actually able to come back. It's 2-2 right now. If GXR can keep this up, and they probably should, since Alter Ego's economy might not be too good right now, we should see a 3-2, right, Marky?
Well, I mean, Galaxy Racer, that wasn't the cleanest of rounds. They lost 3, but they were decisive. And I like that against A Celeste, because you can't give them that little bit of space to work anything. And because of that, Galaxy Racer were able to get that round. It was expensive. They do have the guns, and A Celeste, they're on eco, but we've seen A Celeste on eco. Those sheriffs are really nasty.
Yeah. That's why you hear my voice shaking. That's why I'm nervous about this.
Right?
it's still, yeah, it's still scary. But, well, Galaxy Racer definitely paying them a lot of respect. I'm surprised that Trix still wants to go for this duel up by belts. Oh my god. They're falling back for a bit. Maybe just playing it patiently if anyone pushes up, but a Yumi in this position with the Blade Storm, that's not something that I want to re-peek. Trix, come on. Don't do this. The rest of the team are pushing up B. She should be going in along with them. She has the leader. And here we go. They want to get the spike down, but every single player from Alter Ego Celeste already on the other side of this wall. Oh, here it comes. She got the first one. She's getting the second. And there with the sheriff now. Are you kidding? Margot, what's going to happen? Aya, last one left alive, 24 HP. 3 players hunting her down. 2 Cloudbursts deployed on the other side. She goes back, uses the edge, takes one more down. Isolating the first duel. Gets the second flick, but Margot from the back. The thrifty win. What just happened, Marquis?
It's like what we were talking about. It's what we were afraid of, right? The eco from Alter Ego Celeste is just nothing to scoff at. Ayumi having that Blade Storm because of the kills, by the way. The reason why she has the Blade Storm on that eco buy was because of all the kills she got in the previous rounds and really enabling herself to get these kills. That flank, surviving with 2 HP, taking 2 members out was just super important. And it allowed the rest of A Celeste to take the rest of Galaxy Racer out. Ayumi with a sick flick there, but there was just too many enemies. 1v3 is a bit of a tall task, even against an eco.
Really valiant effort by Aya, but right now it's going to be a Neri with a little bit of aggression, instantly backing off with the dismiss. They know that it's an A hit. Galaxy Racer desperate to get the spike planted so that they can get that nice little credit boost, but it's not too easy. I say that, and Aya wants revenge. She's going in for it. What is this aggressive dash? Into the cloud burst, right? One flick to the back. Wants to find Tarathiel, but she's going full turret mode. Yaya won't be able to take her down. Go from screens! And Yaya just can't do enough. It's 2-4, and Alter Ego Celeste, they're angry.
Both Jets are actually popping off like mad right now. Ayumi and Aya.
8-5, 8-4. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That was nuts. The Blade Storm on that eco as well, getting those 2 quick kills with the left clicks really opened the map up for them. They made it expensive for Alter Ego Celeste, and you know, on a almost complete eco like that, that's the most that you could actually ask for. Galaxy Racer do have a bye this round.
They have a bye, but the thing that I like about them is they got 3 ultimates. They have the Res, they have the Empress, as well as the Viper's Pit. Very useful. Hopefully, if they can get control over a site, or maybe use it to create some kind of space, that should be able to get them the round. But for now, a little bit of a skirmish in towards mid. They spot Iceberg out, and they want to take her down, but it's very, very precarious. Maybe instead to push up Tube. But still, it is Alter Ego Celeste. They're not quite sure where they want to go. Maybe they're just lurking here with a crossfire while the rest of the team find an opening pick on A?
They're not giving anything. They're afraid of the operator. But Aya takes Iceberg down, a bit greedy in the peak there. Galaxy Racer are playing it slow because they don't know where the operator is right now.
Yeah. Well, it is on B. And Ayumi is a little bit cautious about mid. This opening pick is nice, but they still have to deal with this one. The headshot to start things off. The second one misses, but she dashes away. Rez comes in. Another shot. Come on. Someone deal with this operator. Iceberg is making it a little bit more difficult. 30 seconds left, and they still want to get the spike down. Aya will be able to take away that operator from the heavy AP. And here it comes. Ivory from mid, able to take down a couple more. And just like that, Iceberg will not be able to push them off the site. 4 players, 4 wins from Alter Ego Celeste, but this is the 3rd win for Galaxy Racer.
It's a bit early to say, but I haven't seen Alter Ego Celeste look so mortal until facing off Galaxy Racer. Because in the playoffs, their first 2 series against Wildfire Sphinx and I forget who's second.
Need a drop.
Renatus White, actually. They speedrun those series, like both.
They did.
And they look like they were on their best form even in Open 6. But Galaxy Racer are making them work really hard for this first series.
Watch this.
It is good. But I don't want to say anything until they win the map. I'm still very, very scared whenever I see a Neri or a Yumi holding an angle. And right now, Iceberg getting all of this information onto A. It's just not that good, but Aya will be able to open things up onto a Yumi. That's the Blade Storm gone. Tricks lurking over by mid might be even better. She has to play carefully, though, and here it comes. Double kill all of a sudden. One from Aneri, one from Tarathiel. They want to break open the site, but the backup from Aya will just do it. Plus Hannah. Wall goes up. Spike goes down. 2v3, Marquis.
And Aries topped up she gets a 3rd kill, tries to go for this 4th. Aya, 39 HP. Tarathiel is just going to take her down, and wow, 3 assists on that one. Got tagged by everyone.
God. Every single person. This is why. I mean, Alter Ego Celeste.
Yep. I did it. I jinxed Galaxy Racer.
Alright. I won't continue on with. I'm just gonna pray and hope. It's 3-5. It's still early.
Yep. Oh, but I'm
right
serious. Look at
now-
Aya. She's popping off 430 something combat score
Oh,
right now,
yes.
even on a 3-5.
1 point away from her ultimate. If she can keep this up, I mean, she's been finding the first bloods, I think. So it is pretty good, but oh my god, Inari. Do they expect this? Trix walks in to check, but instantly gets killed. That cannot feel good. Yumi holding this angle over by belt as well. She spots Aya, goes in for the burst, hit, gone. 3v5. Every time that Galaxy Racer tries to go away, they get met with this resistance.
I mean, if A always has Inari and Ayumi defending it, I probably won't go A ever again.
Oh my gosh.
I'd like to see more of a
There's-
mid play from them, really.
Yeah, actually. That is true. They haven't gone mid just yet. One time they did, it was kind of
It was
maybe
solo, just Trix
Trix
alone.
lurking. Yeah. But right now, if they just hide and wait it out, you could see that Alter Ego Celeste are starting to overthink a little.
Yeah, they did a
Tarathiel
3B.
going to check. Exactly. So if they are quietly heading up here, if they can take Inari down, they should be able to get the spike. They should be able to
30
hold off
seconds
the
left.
remaining players. Still though, the off angle is tough. The wall comes up, dismiss away, and she instantly recorrects, but Ivory will be able to take her down first. Viper's Pit comes up, the plant goes in. 2v4 plus a Viper's Pit. What do you think, Marquis?
They do cancel the plant. It's gonna be difficult. The fact that they didn't get the plant down just now, I think they're
my
just
God.
too pressured to do something here.
One
Yeah, they
enemy
just get-
remaining.
Wait, Margot is in that smoke and she killed both of them. Just,
Damn. You know, okay. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, no, I smell fear in this because they had the Viper's Pit, they had the site, they took Inari down, but they were second guessing. I think they wanted to get the spike down, but they were not sure if someone else was somewhere around, and I guess that was Margot.
yeah, I mean, Margot was there late. But the thing is, Alter Ego Celeste, they weren't afraid of the Viper ultimate. That pit is just, oh, you're just gonna delay the inevitable, right? I think that's one of the things that separates a good team from a better team, is the Viper's pit. You actually don't respect it that much. If you respect it too much, that's when you lose, because you're afraid to go in, you're afraid to clear the angles. But they had the numbers advantage, so Margot could get away with even just trading her life for some information of where they are in the, and that really helped out Alter Ego. She caught them.
Yeah.
One of them was still planting, and that was the perfect timing to actually walk in, because one of them is going to be planting. If you win the first duel, it's an easy two for nothing. The
Yeah,
worst, at
that's-
worst, you lose one, you get information, and your teammates can clean up.
Yeah, and that's Alter Ego Celeste. I mean, you talked about the teammates coming in to clean up, right? Margot might have been the one to secure the kills, but right before that happened, every single player from Alter Ego Celeste were just around the edge of that Viper's Pit. They were coordinating the push to go in together, and just it's you know, if ultimates can't change the game for Galaxy Racer, then what will? Right now, technical timeout. Someone's computer might have crashed or something, but it will be a nice little breather for Galaxy Racer. They get to think about how they want to approach this round. Sheriffs, though.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Galaxy Racer could really pull out. It's difficult because if you're talking about raw aim, we're seeing Ayumi and Inari really pop off. I think Aya is actually at the top of her game at this map, so she really needs to get those opening frags to weaken Alter Ego Celeste's defense.
Yeah, I just saw. You talked about raw aim, right? It's Alter Ego AEC. Well, Alter Ego Celeste, sure, but it's also Ayumi and Neri Esports. It's like somewhere in the chat. But yeah, it certainly is very scary, and that's why there's a lot of respect being paid by Galaxy Racer right now. And Ivory instantly getting deleted. They've already gained control over B, and the rest of the squad in towards A. And Neri knows this by this point. It's going to be an easy first frag, instant flake onto the next, and then Iceberg to get the last. It's a flawless victory, Marquis.
It's like it's nothing for them at this point because they're really popping. Look at Inari and Ayumi, 400 and 300. ACS respectively. Aya, of course, 370. No slouch of her own, but it's just so difficult when you have both Ayumi and Ineri popping off and really at the top of your game.
So we talked a little bit about mid control. So far, it's been A or B. I really would love to see Galaxy Racer trying something different this time, and this just might be the round to do it because look at what Ivory's trying to prep for. Poison Orb up, Tricks going in to maybe take a peek. Recon Bolt will be nice, but nobody's shooting it, so Alter Ego Celeste might not get the information that they wanted.
They're still doing the 4-1 split with Tricks on the lurk. I think that they could have sent easily 2-3 in to go for this trade, but Trix says I don't need anyone to trade, takes Ayumi down, and that's actually a really good opening frag. Ayumi getting taken down means Ineri has to play a bit safe here on screen.
And that's exactly what she's doing, playing a little bit further back, but Iceberg's the one you gotta watch out for. She's prepping an arrow. It is a shock dart to deny any possible plans, but it doesn't quite connect, and Aya will be able to stick it. And Neri still, though, with such a narrow angle, actually able to connect the shot on towards Trix, and right now, the forces are separated. Everyone's on towards the back. Aya, last one left alive. 1v4 Marquis. She's spraying, trying to do whatever she can to stay alive. Thinking about spraying past the smoke, but they've already stuck it. Again with a nice flick, but just to no avail.
Look, that combination is another example of A Celeste's decisiveness. Once they threw the paranoia out, the defuse came in, and the reason why Aya wasn't shooting there or wasn't even trying to peek past the smoke until it was too late was because the paranoia blocks the sound of the defuse. She didn't hear it at all.
She didn't know. I mean, she was thinking about it, I think.
Oh my god, look at this on Alter Ego Celeste. 3 operators.
Are you kidding me? Where though? That's like, okay. One towards
everywhere.
B, the other 2 on A. If you're a Galaxy Racer and you have no idea that this is ahead of you, Trix walks in. Oh god.
Yeah, and look, they're gonna think, okay, the operator's on B, let's go A, and then they're gonna be met with 2 more.
And Neri swapped off of hers. Still holding on to the Vandal? You think somewhere has to be safe, but the answer is no, not even Tube.
It's just
right now,
so difficult to do anything.
3v5. They want to take her down. There's a ping coming out from AEC.
Oh, she saw the foot.
She saw the foot. Yeah, don't do this, please. Shock dart doesn't even graze her, and there is the other shot towards mid.
Oh no,
nowhere
Ivory
safe,
missed it.
but Ivory. Okay. This is slightly more doable now. She just took down 2 players. It's a 2v3. No real wall. And that's just
no real wall indeed. Not even the boxes will save you as the wall bang goes through. There's a bit of a pull on that, and Neri is gonna take down Ivory. Ace Celeste with a dominating 9-3 half. They flipped the switch again, by the way. It was 3-4 at some point.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see the round scores. It started off with a like 3-2, pretty nice, and then there you have it. All of a sudden, 5 straight rounds in a row. You said it, Marquis.
I cursed him in
They're
round 7.
decisive. Yeah, really looking a little immortal. No, they're immortal. I mean, not just in rank, but they're probably radiant. But you know what? 5 rounds in a row. It's not a joke. When they decide to go in for it, when they are confident enough, Alter Ego Celeste, just every single avenue of entry, you saw it in that last round. It was all completely denied.
Yeah, they really just flipped the switch there. You can't go anywhere. Like, they went for the mid take onto a Tarathiel. Is just so sharp inside that tube. And Aya gets the first kill onto a
She's pretty sharp as well. Able to find the first one. She's been nailing a lot of flicks, but here we go. Alter Ego Celeste with the sudden mid control, wanting to make a push in towards B. They actually will get it. And because of a Neri, oh my god. She just cleaned up the entire site. Hannah trying to come in from around the back. She's going to clear the site itself from the boxes, but Marco is just annoying them a little bit further over by Tube. Surely they know that Neri's somewhere around here. Hannah doing a little bit of a jump peek will get punished for it. Here comes the utility. They've got about maybe 20-ish seconds for her right now. And here comes Inari with the ghost. She is able to dink one, but Trick says no, nuh-uh. Maybe a little bit of a Dikembe Mutombo finger wag. This side is ours. We're defending. You can't get your spike planted here.
Unfortunately for Inari, Trick was able to overheal from the kill onto Margot by Tube there. If Margot doesn't die there, I think Trix gets that headshot, gets an easy kill, and Iceberg, sorry, not Iceberg, yeah, would just be a sitting duck there. I think Margot just didn't have the tools to get away there. There was a wall up on the Tube, so she couldn't really go anywhere, and she had to either kill or die, but she died, and Trix... That overheal just really let her survive there.
Saved her life, for sure. But this time around, Trix wanting to pull off a little bit of that Inari magic. Will be able to take first. That's going to be Aya with a quick double kill. Trix is going to be the one to fall, though. Ayumi actually still nailing her shots. Hit someone. They know it's going to be an A hit, so GXR just prepping for this. Aya holding the off angle, a little bit of a pre-fire, but it's not going to connect.
3.
Oh my god, Aya.
She's really
kill
sharp right now.
already?
She's on pace for the ace.
One enemy remaining.
Oh!
No, don't reload.
No!
Oh, she gets it.
Come on, Aya!
Oh my god, Aya with the ace.
Oh my god. That was... If you were next to me, Marquis, I'd be clutching onto your arm.
She was dancing there. She dashed, she crouched. What was this? That boop headshot? I thought Ayumi was gonna get her scalp here. And then she goes for this next kill, a bit over eager on the reload. Still at 10 bullets there, dashes away to safety, gets hit once, and finishes Iceberg off.
Very, very clean. This is... Oh my god. Thankfully, Galaxy Racer has this play in the pockets. They have Aya, and she is that sharp. She's feeling herself. I mean, we saw it from the first half, nailing a lot of flicks. Remember that one round in a 1v3, she actually nailed a couple of heads before falling.
Yeah, crazy
Every
flicks.
flick has been sharp. And right now, if she can keep this up, she just might bring her team back to a 9-9. Technical timeout for now. And they just might be able to use this to think twice about how they want to approach it. Alter Ego Celeste, having lost the first 2 rounds, this is their full buy. So Galaxy Racer, what did you think if you're in their shoes?
If I'm a Galaxy Racer?
Yeah.
You need to bet on his side. Like, you can't play the regular 2-1-2 against Alter Ego Celeste, I feel. You gotta go for the retakes here. Because they're gonna storm into those sites. The Viper on B, I think, is good enough. Leave her there. And I'd gamble a 3A.
Maybe. Well, Yaya is situated around mid. If she gets the clear that there isn't anyone pushing up mid, she might just rotate back to A, and there's the stack. But is that gonna be enough? That's the question. The toxic screen placed by Ivory extends in towards mid, and that just might be able to allow for someone to push up and come in with a potential flank. But then again, who knows what Galaxy Racer has in store. Hannah, a little bit of a standard position up towards the kitchen, up towards Tube. I'm very scared because Ivory's the only one on B, and if Alter Ego Celeste read this correctly, the B side just might be broken.
They can break any site, to be honest. Like, they're just that sharp. But Aya, again, is also really sharp today, and I think that she can stop Alter Ego Celeste, especially if Inari goes down first, and there's no one to trade. Because Inari is the one with the hot hands for a Celeste. There's a little bit of a difference, even in the top fraggers. Even though Aya's really, really strong, or really, really sharp right now, Inari is still sharper. Like, how... We're talking about Aya, one of the top players in FSL, at her, I would say, on a good day, and Inari on Aya's good day is still doing better somehow, because Inari is just such a beast.
Yeah, Inari truly is one of those. A lot of highlight reels feature her. If not for her, then it's probably someone like a Yumi. But really, the entire team is very, very solid. Aside from that, a little bit of a fun fact. Apparently, according to Muffin, one of the players from Oasis Gaming, Yumi loves to flex her highlight clips. When she pops off, she has a sweet clip. She's gonna send it to her friends,
Nice.
especially other players on FSL. But here we go. Trick's gonna walk in, get punished by a Yumi.
Another one for
Just
the
like
highlight
that.
reel.
Maybe. Honestly, I was gonna say Aya should be the one to send the highlight reels this time, but right now she's the only one on the A site. Goes in to check it, and then the Vandal just proves to be a little bit stronger. She gets nailed in the head. 5v2 now. Yeah. Trying to even up the odds. We'll be able to take one more, but they're all coming in from around screen. I think Alter Ego Celeste knows this.
They are on their bonus round.
Last player
For
standing.
Galaxy Racer, they're gonna try to get as much as he can. But look at Alter Ego Celeste. I'm just gonna use this round as an example, rather. They were going for that retake, but the moment they take one, they immediately get traded. That's how Alter Ego Celeste play. Right? There's no multiple free kills. There's no 1v1v1v1.
Yeah.
Once you get one kill, you're traded off for the most part. Alter Ego Celeste are ready for those trades, and for Galaxy Racer, you're gonna have to pull something off, something really crazy to actually take Alter Ego Celeste down, because they're in front, they're behind you, they're on the side, they're everywhere.
Exactly. They don't give anything up for free. Whenever they push together, they do it as a team. Right now, you got 3 players up towards B. Someone's watching someone's back always. And that's how they get the trades. Right now, though, I think Yumi does hear a dash from Aya. But she doesn't connect the shot. Aya coming in huge. It's going to be Trix who backs her up. The spike has been dropped. But Iceberg instantly dismissing Aya might just make this a little bit of a problem. It is a 4v2 though, so odds are GXR still has this in the
I
bag.
have the spike.
Yeah, I like that opening. I like that Galaxy Racer didn't decide to just keep waiting for Alter Ego Celeste for every single round. They actually pushed. And the fact that they won these pushes, these trades, and whittled it down to a 2v4 for Alter Ego Celeste have to respect them. And this is the round. This is what they need, right? They need to switch it up, because if you let Alter Ego Celeste go into the site whenever they want to, however they want to, it's gonna be difficult to win. But if you make them fear the pushes, you make them respect that you might be pushing out, Alter Ego Celeste will play a bit slower, will play a bit more careful.
30 seconds
Exactly. I
left.
see what you're saying. Like you don't want to continue to react to Alter Ego Celeste every time, because then you're kind of like a sitting duck. I mean, pun not intended to my name or anything, but that is what it is. And right now, Galaxy Racer definitely doing a good job, but they have allowed Alter Ego Celeste to get the spike planted on A. A little bit of a recon now might do them a bit of a wonder, but it should get instantly destroyed. There we go. At the very least, they know someone is somewhere under rafters, but the one they got to worry about is Tarathiel right now. Yale will be the first one to fall, and here it comes, already evening things up. Trix makes it a quick trade though, and here she comes. She wants the win. She wants to bring this back, and she will be able to turn this into a 6-10.
Starting to look better for them, 6-10. Stringing these rounds in after a 3-9.5, Galaxy Racer should be feeling better about themselves. They are getting these frags, they are getting the stops, and Alter Ego Celeste, I think they're still pretty healthy though. And you know what I'm afraid of the most? The Alter Ego Celeste thrifty round, because
Oh my.
somehow they win the thrifty rounds, right? And okay, they're buying this round. It's not an Alter Ego Celeste thrifty.
Close to it. Look at Ayumi. She's banking probably
Blade
on the
Storm
fact
buy.
that she will, get the Blade Storm, an Alt Orb somewhere. But if Ivory can actually deny this, that would be huge. Still though, Recon Vault gives away her position, and she feels the pressure. She's backing off. Ayumi is going to get her Blade
Here
Storm.
we go.
Okay. Dark cover up to block off Snowman. Paranoia pretty soon. Ivory, oh no, she gets denied. I am trying to dash away, but Anari's just too fast. Too furious. 3v4.
It is what I was talking about the trades, right? Tarathiel gets taken down, but Aya just got taken down right away there.
Incredible speed. So 3v4 right now.
Revealing area.
Galaxy Racer prepping for the retake. They're all around the site. But the post-plant positions from Alter Ego Celeste are very, very threatening. Still, though, they're pushing into this. Yumi will miss the first burst, and Trix will be able to pick up 2. It's a 2v2 right now. Switching back to the Blaze-Storm, missing her knives. He runs out of ammo. It's going to be Margot holding the angle to turn things back. She still has her paranoia. Trix is going to stick it all the way. Could she do it? She's going to do it from the other side of the Radiant. Wait.
She did. She got it.
What? Oh my
She
God,
stuck it.
Trix. She stuck it. I thought she died. I mean, I thought she didn't get him because she died, but all right.
That's the B side special, right? Icebox on B. It's always the defuse under their noses, and that just happens so many times. And Galaxy Racer sneak out that victory, but look at their economy.
Yeah, look at economy. We just turned our tables. Guardian on Yaya now. Aya with the one with the Blaze Storm. She still could do it though.
Yeah, she's really sharp right now, but they guessed wrong. They actually committed 3 players on B. It's gonna be a quick A execute from Alter Ego Celeste.
Positioning from Trix is nice. How quick can this A hit be? You see the paranoia. They know it's coming. Aya instantly updrafts to take 1 player down. That's Tarathiel as well, so no more heals unless Aneri gets some. Here comes a Yumi. Aya coming in from under rafters, though. Will be able to take a Margot out. We're down into a 3v2. She's looking for them. Spots 1 more out. Has 3 more knives. Swaps over to her middle. Gets the headshot to Aneri. They know Iceberg is somewhere around the back. She's pushing up. She wanted to use the 103, but in a 1vx, it's not going to be enough. She's able to take Aya down, so no more knives. Trix is going to stick it, though. Come on. Oh! Spike diffuser killed!
That was so close, but Trix couldn't hold it for long enough this time around. Iceberg, just ever so fast, was able to swing out and close out this round. Galaxy Racer had this in the bag. Should have.
Oh, no.
Oh my
hate
god,
to
that
say
was
it, but-
that was pretty much a hairline like bar for the DP.
So close, dude. So close. Fortunately, Iceberg was just sharper. Landed her shot. She got Aya first. Ivory next. But right now, this just crumpled Galaxy Racer's economy. Remember, they kind of forced bot on the previous. So right now, with only Sheriffs, Ivory is redeeming herself, gets the first one to tag things off, but then the rest comes in. Toxic screen will drop for now. Slow orb to slow them down a little bit further. But then the wall, then the spike plant. What will you do with your Galaxy Racer?
Try to land your headshots. Maybe let Trix go with the Sheriff. We've seen some crazy plays here on B with the Sheriff.
Oh my god.
Oh, she did get a headshot though.
She did, but don't kill. 5 HP, and then the heal comes in. There's still 5 players alive. Aya tried. She dashed, but she's still dead.
Yeah, they're just too fast. The delay in the dash just allows them to get this win. A Celeste match point right now, 12-7. Galaxy Racer mounted a pretty good string of rounds there, but Alter Ego Celeste really turning it around with an Iceberg clutch.
That one play just turned things completely around. They are incredibly confident right now. And this is the one. Galaxy Racer. I mean, this map is Icebox. Next one is going to be Split. That is Alter Ego Celeste's map pick. And you were talking about their interesting agent composition. They need this Galaxy Racer right now. So Ivory, Viper's Pit, just turning this site into her own. Can she actually hold the rest of the Alter Ego Celeste squad off? Yaya will get a little bit more information, a little bit of a burst. It's going to be down to a 5v4, but still, they're hovering around the site. They're trying to get whatever they can. Iceberg, I think, with the recon tagged onto Ivory, but she still will be able to take a Yumi down. 3 players remain on Celeste, and they still want to push into A.
Enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Like it's a 1v3 for Iceberg yet again. She won a clutch with this 1v3, but the spike is not with her, so she has to go for a few kills first. She's going for a flank instead. Does not want to go for that spike straight up.
She has a bit of time.
Yeah, 30 something seconds, still enough time to get these 3
30
kills.
seconds left.
But Galaxy Racer are gonna make it difficult. Trix is watching screens right now.
Goes in for the peaks, clearing the corners. Runs away. There's the first. And Ivory's there to back things up. So, keeping Galaxy Racer alive just for one more round, keeping the team and the dream alive. We're going into round number 20.
Yeah, so
Pardon for the broken UI.
yeah, it's an 8-12 right now. We're gonna have to refresh it.
Okay.
Need a drop. Thank you.
So that wasn't too bad. But the thing is, Alter Ego Celeste, they get to buy back again just because they've won 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, they have the economy, they have the firepower, and they're gonna go for B this time. Galaxy Racer actually shuffled things around as well. And Aya
Yeah, it's,
not getting the kill with that Marshall.
I don't know if that's the right call though. She has a Marshall shuffling. They made the wrong guess. Ivory, if she were on B instead, the stall would have been better, but right now, Alter Ego Celeste are going to be able to go in. The wall comes up, the spike goes down. They're looking for all the remaining angles to look out for. Post-plant positions already prepared.
And they're all on one side, so let's see if they can hold this. They might be able to sneak this out with a sneaky wall as well. But Alter Ego Celeste should be ready for that.
Trix will be the first to go in for the peak, but it's a Neri. It's a Neri and Tarathiel. They're just holding everything down, and just like that, the 3rd kill in the round for Tarathiel, and she will close it out. It's going to be 13-8 at the end of the first map. This is Icebox. This is Galaxy Racer's map pick.
Yep. Alter Ego Celeste are just too good right now. They really flipped the switch there. Galaxy Racer, they had a breath of life a little bit in the second half where they strung a few rounds on defense, but Alter Ego Celeste just really decided behind that 1v3 clutch from Iceberg, really just say, okay, we're done with this map. I'm bored. Let's go next. It looks like they just wanted to go next.
Just go next. A little bit, yeah.
But it's not a go next where you surrender and then go next. It's a go next as in let's finish this
Clean
map
up. Let's
now.
finish this game. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Let's finish this game. I need to win now. And I hate to say it, but okay, at the end of the first half, it was Alter Ego Celeste with 5 straight wins in a row. If you look at the score, 13-8, that's a difference of 5.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if Galaxy Racer just had maybe a few more rounds at the end of the first half, things might have been different.
Yeah, that's for sure. But Ace Celeste are just too strong right now. You can see by their gameplay, though Aya's performance was also really good. Like, that's nothing to discount as well. So Galaxy Racer, they have to find a little bit more, maybe team play, maybe have the trades faster. Watch each other's backs, because that's what Alter Ego Celeste are doing really well. And for the side of Galaxy Racer, they're not finding these free kills, because every kill that they get, they just get traded.
That's right. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. You got to watch your teammates' backs. And, well, that's enough for that for this map. We're going in towards Split. And that's another map where, I don't know, if you're not
Triple
careful.
Sentinel?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to see. Are they going to do the same thing? Because I truly am wondering. But we're going to go for a quick break, guys. Let the players, especially Galaxy Racer, hopefully catch a breather, because Split is not going to be... It's a tall order. It really, quite literally a tall order. A lot of vertical angles on that map. So, quick break. Don't go away, guys. We will be right back. It's going to be Split, map 2 of the Grand Finals.
We'd like to thank Intel for believing in us and supporting women in the gaming community. The new core and graphics architectures of the 11th gen Intel Core processors elevate laptop and desktop gaming performance for all types of gamers, from the overclockable K processor line for desktops to the U processor line with integrated graphics. Intel has a product for the hardcore PC gamer and streamer, as well as the gamer on the go.
Welcome back, everyone, to the VCT Game Changer Southeast Asia Grand Finals. This is the FSL Open 6, and we just watched a Game 1 dominating map from A Celeste against Galaxy Racer in Galaxy Racer's map pick. So right now, we were talking about Galaxy Racer being the team to really take it to Alter Ego Celeste. I mean, we saw that. It was a dominating second half from Alter Ego Celeste, first half rather, and then in the second half, Galaxy Racer was really pushing it. Look at Aya with 355 combat score, was really showing up for Galaxy Racer. Alter Ego Celeste, they didn't have that easy of a time. It was 8-13, but it is really the closest challenger that I've ever seen to A Celeste. But A Celeste are still winning by a pretty huge margin.
Yeah, it's just like we mentioned earlier. Even from yesterday, they flicked a switch, and all of a sudden they were a lot more serious, a lot more decisive, and I just Galaxy Racer didn't really have much room to breathe, especially on the second half. I mean, tried as they might, but it ended in the 13-8. I mean, Aya had a really big play. She had a lot of crisp, sharp flicks. Whether it's a Phantom, whether it's a Spectre, she made it work. But at the end of the day, even in terms of all these stats that we see right now, damage, headshot percentage, frag wins, objective wins, Alter Ego Celeste are out on top.
They're just a lot faster. We mentioned the trades, we mentioned basically the strategy of Alter Ego Celeste just getting what they wanted. I think Galaxy Racer was starting to find a few openings against Alter Ego Celeste, but it just wasn't enough because Alter Ego Celeste, when they strike fast. And they strike a bit too fast for Galaxy Racer.
They strike fast, and they really strike true. I mean, it's not just speed. Even on defense, watching them play, really, if I were in Galaxy Racer's shoes, it's really one of those games, one of those matches where you cannot peek a single angle, because every time you do, especially, even on a slightly elevated angle, somewhere around on A site, around A belt, usually you'd be able to jiggle back and forth a little. You saw a lot of moments or perspective. We had Aya's POV. She tried to dash away, but she still got killed right after, like right before or after the dash happened.
Like, you hear that sound effect, and then you see her screen start to move, but she gets taken out anyway because they're just too fast. Alter Ego Celeste say that, Jet, you can't dash away from my bullets.
Yeah, that's how strong they are. And this is where I am pretty scared for Galaxy Racer. I mean, I really want to see something different happen, but even with this head-to-head that we have right now, Iceberg versus Yaya, they're both Sova players. Yeah, Yaya does have a slightly higher average combat score. She probably had maybe a couple more kills, but at the end of the day, the win still went over to Alter Ego Celeste.
Yeah, this is, I believe their average is for Open 6 though, so we'll really have to see whether Yaya can bring out a bit more firepower for the side of Galaxy Racer, because they're getting overwhelmed by Alter Ego Celeste. The reason why Alter Ego Celeste can get into the sites is because their attacking side is just so sharp that the defenders typically won't be able to stand their own slot. So for Galaxy Racer, I'd like to see a bit more retakes. Maybe let Alter Ego take the site and go for a retake, or maybe more of the aggressive plays that we saw in that one round on Icebox, where they actually pushed forward and were able to make Alter Ego Celeste pay for being a bit too slow on their initial execute. Although, of course, after they did that, Alter Ego Celeste just decided to hold W and go in every single time. And
it's
for Galaxy Racer, they have to mix things up, I think.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of that quick adaptation that Alter Ego Celeste, whatever you throw at them, they have an answer to. They've been playing together since the last year, ever since the game came out. I mean, they might have come from different games, different backgrounds, but now they are a team, and they truly have been together ever since the start of Valorant. And Galaxy Race, on the other hand, maybe not as tight, maybe not as close. I don't know, but they need more strategies. They need more options to deal with whatever Alter Ego Celeste might have. So coming into this, that was Icebox, that was Galaxy Racer's map pick. Now it's split. This is Alter Ego Celeste's map pick. And I am scared, Marquis, because you talked about this, the triple Sentinel composition. Why does this work?
Triple Sentinel, I was watching the way they played. They were very confident in taking sites, getting into the site because of the sky. So that sky really enables him to get into the site. And on a map like Split, for a lot of the time, you actually like going for the retake. Sometimes you just let go of a site and let them go in. And if you do that, you're gonna have to face 3 Sentinels against Alter Ego Celeste. So that's their plan. That's their game plan here. They know that they can get into the sites. They know that whoever is going to play Split against them is gonna probably play defense first. So this triple Sentinel setup, even though they're starting on attack, they know that they're ready for the retakes, they're ready for the flanks. You can't flank against a triple Sentinel lineup without getting spotted. Like, they will know when you're coming, and they can fortify a site as well. And with an area on the sky, I think that's also a really great pick, because on Split, the sky does so much better than the Sova. Plus, it really starts showing that Alter Ego Celeste are opening up their agent pool to possibly other variations of whatever they're running, right?
Yeah.
Like an area on the sky is just, it's natural progression.
Yeah, dude, they're investing in some agent stonks. I mean, last month we had a Yumi on KO. This time it's an Neri on Sky. What next? Triple Sentinel is already curious enough, and they certainly are going with it. The thing, though, is this is kind of interesting because it's a little bit of a swap, right? Back then, last month, even way back when, last year, when Alter Ego Celeste were playing, before we had VCT Game Changers Southeast Asia, they were playing whatever Galaxy Racer are playing right now. We used to have a Neri on the Rays, a Yumi on the Jet. This time the roles are swapped. Galaxy Racer are using a composition that Alter Ego Celeste used to use before. They used this before. They should be kind of familiar with this. Maybe
with the
there's
judges.
some, yeah, oh yeah, with the judges. Minor exceptions here and there, with maybe some Sentinels being different, but that's right. They used to play hyper aggressively. A Yumi would dash in. A Neri would be using her blast packs, using a judge, just all the way rushing into
Choose
mail
your
room.
agent.
It was incredibly tough to deal with, but right now, no duelists on Alter Ego Celeste side, triple Sentinels. How does this match up against each other?
We'll have to see if they're ready for them to attack, because you can't give them sight on Split, because the triple Sentinel makes it impossible for you to get anything done. So for the side of Galaxy Racer, they have to double down on the sides or get those opening frags, because you can't really go for the flanks here. Imagine if you're trying to go through Ramen and try to flank a B push.
Yeah, tripwire.
There's a tripwire there, or there's a Killjoy alarm bot that just spots you. If you're going to flank from sewers to A, easily tripwired as well. Your other option could be to go the long way, right? You go from A side to B side, but that flank just takes too long. And we know that Alter Ego Celeste can play fast, and they do play fast. So on defense, you really just have to be able to hold, because the retakes are going to be impossible.
That's exactly it. So it's gonna be map number 2 right now of the grand finals, with Alter Ego Celeste with their triple Sentinel composition on the attack. Let's see how this plays out. Galaxy Racer to defend, a slightly more standard composition, 2 duelists, 1 controller, 2 Sentinels. They might just be able to stop them from streaming into sight, but let's see. Right now, B seems to be the answer for Alter Ego Celeste. A Neri, maybe getting some information up towards mid. Sage Wall outside of Garage. They just might be able to walk on the side for free.
They like this 3-2 split on the side of A Celeste. They like sending 3 mid and taking over control of Heaven, because it really ensures safe entry for the ones that push B main.
Just might, but actually Gotta correct myself. Tarathiel has the Ghost instead, so she doesn't have a Sage roll available to her. Which just means this could come down to the duels. If they can find the opening picks like what Ayumi's doing right now, the side is theirs. Ivory, though, not going to give up without a fight. She finds 2 headshots back to back. It's a 3v3 duel.
She has the spike as well. The right click really paying off for 15 HP on her though, and the rest of A Celeste are coming in. There's a right click again. Iceberg gets taken down with a headshot. Ivory really playing the hero here. Only 1 member remaining, but it's Inari, and both members of Galaxy Racer are really low right now. They're gonna have to play against this Ghost. Aya climbing up the ropes. They're playing a split position. This smoke might throw Inari off a little bit.
Playing it safe, waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Left. She saw Ivory, who is down to 15 HP. Now just buying a little bit, making a distraction for Aya to come up from top, but she gets tagged down to 15 HP as well. Every single player, 1 single bullet will be able to finish anyone off. Inari wraps around the side of Pillar, catches Ivory. All that's left right now is Aya. Spike still dropped though. Aya goes in, but what? Inari! The headshot! He takes Aya away!
That was a James Bond-esque moment there for Inari. Was able to get that, was it a 3v1 clutch with a Ghost? The flash as well. That was the sky change, by the way. Being able to walk out and fake that flash and take out your gun faster.
Oh yeah.
Is just really Inari showing her mastery off the sky already. She doesn't need to be a duelist to frag out. Even on the sky, she is as lethal, if not even more lethal, I'd say.
I wish we kind of had a replay of that, because I think there might have been a split second where Aya actually turned away because of that flash. So right now that they have the buys, they're just going to go press W. Let's rush it to mailroom. They're looking for the frags. There is a bit of a spy cam to get some extra information. Someone watching the back as well, but as we all know it, they will be able to walk in, but Hannah coming in from the back as well. She's able to go in with the right clicks. Ayumi makes it a trade. We're down to a 1v1, but the spike has been dropped. Ayumi still has full shields though. What can Yaya do?
If Ayumi doesn't look at the right side, well, now she knows where Yaya is. She can just watch heaven here.
Coming back.
So Yaya going with a drop. She hears the reload. Knows she has the Spectre as well. And Yaya, thinking that she was on the side itself, did not look towards garage. That's just Ayumi.
4-1-1 for her right now, and I think that for Yaya, she could have taken that slow a bit. The fact that she gave up too much information by number 1 putting a turret down, and number 2 dropping down, making a sound, running a little bit, and reloading is just information for Ayumi to complete that clutch. I think if Yaya played a bit quieter, she might have gotten the sneak. Maybe a few headshots from the classic onto Ayumi. I mean, you need like a headshot and a half to kill Ayumi there.
A lot of variables, and especially going up against someone like Ayumi. I'm just not quite sure what's going to happen, but here we go. It's going to be Galaxy Racer with the rifles. Inari picked up a Vandal as well. So they have to be a little bit careful about this. They hear the shots on towards the wall, so they should know there's a bit of mid-presence from Alter Ego Celeste, and that's why Ivory's going in for the check. Paint shells in, will be able to tag a couple players up as well, but there's the Sky effectiveness, regrowth to heal up your teammates. Hawk comes in, and Ivory is prepping for this paranoia. If it hits them at the right time, it should stop them, but unfortunately that was a little bit too early.
Smoke discourages him from pushing too much, but A Celeste are going to try to get in. Trix is going to take Ayumi down, takes Inari down as well. Big kills from Trix there.
Going in for the third, but she won't be able to collect it. Tarathiel shuts down that killing spree just as quick as Trix got it.
30 seconds left.
Just like that now, 30 seconds. After that bit of aggression, they are opting for the rotation on towards the A site. Does Aya know this? That's the question. Alarm bot gives it away. She hears it, goes back in. There's a bit of a crossfire thanks to Yaya. Iceberg is trapped. Goes in for the peek onto Yaya, but the Vandal reigns supreme. So for now, Galaxy Racer will be able to run the script and push us, winning the bonus round into a 2-1.
And they have to keep this going. For Galaxy Race, we saw them run out of steam in that first half on Icebox, and that's what let Alter Ego Celeste take it all the way to a 9-3. Right now, Alter Ego Celeste, their second round was expensive. They had 4 members, everyone but Ayumi actually died on that second round. So the third round wasn't a bonus round for them. They have to eco this round.
This eco just might allow for Galaxy Race to come into a 2-2. But I have to remind you, Marquis, the same thing happened on Icebox.
It's 5 sheriffs right now on A Celeste.
Yeah, and it is the AE Celeste Sheriff, so it's a different brand. Here they come. They're being careful about this, and I think they certainly are a lot more slowed down, not only because of sheriffs, but they don't have a duelist.
Yeah, they have to take it slow. They don't have the firepower. There's no duelist to just go in, get an opening frag. They're looking for kills one by one. They're inching slowly and slowly into the sites. They're trying to look for Tricks here. Tricks also only as a sheriff.
We're in the Wild West right now. She knows they are there, and that's why she's playing very, very safe. Dark cover comes out thanks to her teammate. Marco getting dropped, though. That's just going to make things a lot more difficult for Alter Ego. No more smokes, with the exception of Iceberg, perhaps. Cyber Cage might just be enough, but I think she doesn't have any more. So they stream onto... And then Neri finds a quick double headshot. Are you kidding me with this girl?
Yeah, she's absolutely insane, and those sheriffs are still going to find those heads. They've also dropped the gun onto the site, so one of them can take it. And it's starting to look scary for Galaxy Racer. It's a 3v4, they have the guns, but they don't have the positions. They still have to play against 2 sentinels on the site. Or 3, rather.
So despite having the firepower, there is still a chance that they might lose this round. Aya has to make an opening play right now, dashes in around the pillar, spots Tarathio, but will not be able to connect it. Mural Theft comes in as well right now, and Yaya gets caught out in position. Ivory tries to do what she can, but will not be able to take Canary down. Switches over to Classic. She goes in, but then Iceberg from underneath with the Phantom that she picked up as well.
I will never discount A Celeste on Thrifty round anymore. Like, once you see those sheriffs roll in, you know they mean business.
And I have to say, I mean, yeah, the entire team nailed it post-plant, but they wouldn't have gotten onto the site if not for Inari's early 2 headshots.
She just waltzed in there and got 2 headshots.
I have no idea. She's that sharp.
Don't beat the ground.
She was the MVP of map number 1, and it looks like she's on pace for that map number 2 as well.
There she comes. Looking to create some space for a team, allowing them to stream onto site. Galaxy Racers still have full buys though, so they're definitely gonna resist this attack.
She's playing that Sky like a duelist. Very Soldem-esque.
Now though, pressing the pause button. Perhaps waiting for the smoke to dissipate before they make a move.
Yeah, there's an alarm bot on the A opening as well, so that's going to be difficult for them to take this. They don't have Jet to dash in. They might need to take Heaven control. They're just making GXR second guess themselves here right now.
We do have a little bit, I mean, they're spread it equally, right? On GXR side, we got Yaya over by Heaven. We got Aya over on Rafters.
It's going to be an engagement on mid, I think, and Ayumi gets the first kill onto Ivory, and that's the go signal for Alter Ego Celeste to go in. They got a 1 kill, Yaya go, so takes Margot, takes another one down before Inari trades. Down to a 3v3 right now, but Alter Ego Celeste trying to get into the side. Aya takes him down, it's down to Ayumi right now. And she gets taken up by Hannah. Galaxy Racer pulls something out of the bag.
Aya, with the quick fingers, just pulling all those rabbits, whatever magic tricks that she has in her bag, dropping out from Heaven and then dashing away. That's one way to beat Alter Ego Celeste. So this time, I mean, they were prepared for it. They were steady. Whatever Alter Ego Celeste throws at them, I think Galaxy Racer are not going to back down without a fight right now. Still, though, we do have a Guardian on Iceberg.
Yeah, A Celeste, 4 sheriffs and a Guardian. They're still going for those headshots, and I still won't discount them out yet again because we've seen what they can do with the sheriff. But like I mentioned, Galaxy Racer, they just need to hold onto that site.
Wait, Aya? Is that a mispress? She dashed into the wall? Maybe a bit of a fake? Making them think that she's on the other side of it, but still holding around from mailroom. They definitely hear those wooden sounds, those footsteps. Tricks, though, a little bit inquisitive, it actually takes a Neri down. So without the flashes, again, things just might have gotten a little bit tougher for Alter Ego Celeste.
For them. It is an eco though. Aya gets a headshot. The paranoia coming out as well. Ivory gets a kill. Tarathiel is stuck. Aya gets a headshot onto Tarathiel. Ayumi with 5 HP remaining. Ivory is gonna miss her shots. Was that a Guardian? I think it was a Guardian.
Maybe, but whatever it is, it still is a win for Galaxy Racer. So 3-3, not too bad. I am still very, very wary of what might happen, but for now, it looks pretty good. We're on the road to an even game. Alter Ego Celeste back in with the full buys now.
I'm checking real quick if Alter Ego Celeste have the switch turned on, and the answer is not yet, because they're just enjoying themselves.
Oh, maybe for now. Here comes a little bit of aggression this time, and it immediately gets punished. Here is the flick of that switch. They are pressing W, and they are going in. Tricks with the paint shells, though, will stop it for 1 second. She does have a showstopper, so if they push in towards B Heaven, she just might be the one to take them out. Still, though, it is a 2v4, and with this from the shadows, a lot of question marks in the minds of the Galaxy Racer players.
Yeah, they hear the plant now, though, but it's a 4v2. It's gonna be hard for Galaxy Racer to get anything done here. They're gonna have to find the kills one by one, but there's a Cypher waiting in mailroom. Might catch him off guard, but they're gonna check this out. Trix is checking mail. Oh, he's right out. She's right outside the mail. Iceberg gets a headshot. Does not expect Yaya to be so close as well. Gets taken down. 1v3 now for Yaya.
Best hope, do a little bit of damage perhaps. Goes in for the peek, but then it's just so many targets, and Marco already zeroed in on towards that one position. That
Not just
headshot.
Margot. 3 of them were looking at heaven. They knew
Exactly,
they were
right.
there, and that's exactly what I mean about Alter Ego Celeste. They watch everyone's backs, and basically, you don't get a chance to do a 1v1v1 for a sick play. The moment she peeks out of that, the moment she shows a little bit her beanie there,
Her
3
beanie.
people are trying to aim for it.
Exactly. It's kind of like their logo. You got 3 faces staring down at you as soon as you peek out. I mean, talk about a firing squad. These girls truly are a squad, and right now, Galaxy Racer throwing whatever they can at them. The Boombot will get slowed down by the slow orb, but the Showstopper gets deployed. They immediately back off, and no one gets splashed. Off of that one play, they immediately push in towards speed outside of Garage, and Ivory, none the wiser, she's still hiding around the pillar.
Celeste are able to take control over this site. They're trying to hold this still. There's that wall. Ivory is trying to sneak in. Margot is going to take Trix down. She's gonna get pinged by that cyber cage. They know she's inside, and Tarathiel was ready for that. And has the res, but no one is safe to res right now. Alright, they do take Margot down, so Trix is now safe to res, and it's starting to look pretty good for Galaxy Racer. They use the lockdown as well. It's gonna let Celeste have to let go of this site. Ayumi takes Trix down before funneling out. That's really great play by Ayumi, but the defuse is gonna start. Neri gets one. Hannah gets Neri, but the defuse is not gonna be stuck. Alter Ego Celeste take round number 5.
So strong, I mean, even with the lockdown in place. Just the way they push in together as a team. I mean, every single player side by not front to back, they are side by side, and that just means extra targets for players like Hannah, for every single one on Galaxy Racer to look out for. Yaya was
really do a
trying to
full
stick
swing.
the defuse. They truly do, man. Oh god.
If they peeked at 1 by 1, I think Ivory would have had a chance there, but there were just too many targets in one go to do anything.
Exactly.
And they look like a SWAT team when they go for the repicks.
Well, SWAT team will still get swatted down by Aya with the Blade Storm. Still, though, instant res. We're back into a 5v5, and Aya, you know, this is an eco round for Galaxy Racer. I don't know if it's the best idea. Trying to stream out side of ramps. The Nano Storm to block Aya off. Yaya on the site itself. If she can land the right click, that might be good. Ivory will do it instead. The spike carrier being dropped just buys extra time right now, but instantly descending upon them will be Tarathiel.
Trix does have the Sheriff still. We've seen Trix pull off some crazy plays with the Sheriff as well, so I'm not gonna discount that. Hannah with the Judge though, I don't think that's the best weapon for a retake right now. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go for the wall break here, and there he is gonna take Trix down. Hannah with the Judge here. Maybe save, but she's getting surrounded or she's getting flashed into that corner. Ayumi takes her down. Look, Celeste. That was 3 members flushing on that corner. There was that flash, a Cypher pushing from the back, and a Killjoy leading in after that flash. Celeste are really just... Their team play is just impeccable right now.
Exactly.
It's unmatched by Galaxy Racer.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, Marquis. I mean, it's not just that one play as well. I mean, we saw it from the previous round. We saw it from the way that they approached the A site in the first place to begin with. It's not just like, yeah, it's team play, but they know how to make it work. The way that they double swing, the way they peek together, they know how to do it. They do it side by side. You know, a lot of players thinking about double peeking. Yeah, you got different ways of doing it, but sometimes you can line yourselves up into a quick kebab, but they don't do that. And right now, it's going to be a bit of resistance because of the walls, because of the smokes. They're still actually able to push up into mill room though. 2v4. Yaya and Hannah, not quite sure how to stop this.
Alter Celeste just really killing everyone here. 7-3 right now. It looked really close again at the beginning. It's the same start as Icebox. 3-3, and then all of a sudden Alter Celeste just flipped switch. Now it's 7-3. And Split is notorious for being defender-sided, but Galaxy Racer just can't stop the onslaught coming in from Alter Celeste. And look at their economy right now. Still not enough for this round, so they're gonna have to do a bit of an eco here. And it's likely going to be an 8-3, and they're going to have to go to round number 12 with a bye.
That's why I was scared about this map. First of all, you got this weird agent composition to deal with. Secondly, it's Alter Ego Celeste. Galaxy Racer, they don't quite have the most practice on this map to begin with as well. So right now, with the ecos, they're trying to do whatever they can, but incredibly overwhelmed. A Neri with the flashes just completely full whiting them. Actually able to sneak up onto Heaven as well right now. Are you kidding?
Enemy remaining.
Just like that, she's on track to her ace. I bet you can hear the team comms in your head, like our Neri's. Neri go ace. Yeah.
No.
Oh, Ayumi stole it.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point in time,
look at Neri, she's sniping.
I'm gonna knife you. Too bad there's no friendly fire in Valorant, but Alter Ego Celeste. And Neri has had enough aces, to be honest. She probably doesn't need another one.
They're vying with each other for that top spot at the scoreboard. 14 kills for Neri, 12 for Ayumi. And this is Ayumi on a Killjoy. Usually we'd see Ayumi on like a Jet or something else, but they're still just that deadly. So, final round of the first half. Trix pulling out all the stops with an operator right now.
Yeah, but it's the wrong site, and an operator for the retake is actually very difficult. Why not pay off her? Since she has no armor as well, it makes it easier to take her down.
Here it comes from the shadows. Ivory. They know it's coming. She wants to back off, but unfortunately, a little bit of hesitation, and Tarathiel will capitalize on that.
Yeah,
Lockdown is
indecisiveness was really what took her out there. If she teleported there, or if she used a shrouded step, she might have been safe in screens.
But still, they're in this fight. They're not out yet. It's a 4v5, and they're looking to take control over Heaven. Marco, though, spraying from past the wall. Hannah is overwhelming her. And it's going to be a trade. 3v2, but this wall is still up, and that's quite tough to deal with. They're not quite sure where Inari is as well. The Hawk will definitely give it away. Trying to push into this. If they double peek at the right times, it could be good, but because they're that low, it's gonna be easy pickings for Inari as well as Iceberg. 9-3 at the end of the first half.
Switching sides.
Same half score as Icebox, and honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they had HP or not there. Inari hit headshots for both of them, so they would have been taken out either way. That's how sharp Inari is, by the way.
So sharp. And now that
She's
they're
really
on
having
defense,
the games of her life.
now that they're on defense with the triple sentinel,
Yep.
Time out.
We saw this. We saw this on the first
Day
day.
one,
We
right?
saw this on the second day as well.
Here.
It's just basically attack of the drones. There's just cyber
Attack
cages
of the
everywhere.
drones.
There's the turret. Where do you really go when you're Galaxy Racer?
yeah, it's 21st, 22nd century. You got drones all over the place. Everywhere they go, there is going to be some kind of a setup, some kind of trap lying in wait for Galaxy Racer. I do not see them winning this map. As much as it pains me to say it, but they're still going to try, and that's what we love about them. Trying to go in for that mid control right now. But because of the tripwires, I mean, Terathio has the option to just back off, and Inari is waiting. She's prepping her guiding light out from stairs as well. You can see it on your mini-map.
The alarm bot might spot Jet pushing up here. Aya being careful around it. I think she actually heard it, so she's not pushing.
You hear the turret as well.
The buzz-
Okay, spy cam.
She's
yes.
staring at it. Look at it.
She's probably calling it out to her team, but they're not quite sure where they want to go right now, and it's only 40 seconds left. She's going in for it, but oh my god, Yumi's actually able to take both of them out. This is quickly falling apart. 2 players remaining, and they're all stuck around Garage. And just like that, Iceberg, Margot, cleaning things up. Another flawless... I don't know how many flawless victories we've seen at this point from Alter Ego Celeste.
That was Ayumi's defense that actually let them stay on that. I saw the execute. They wanted to go for Trix plus
Here.
Aya. Actually wanted to go for the sewers play. Like, they knew she was hiding there. They were staring at the bot, and once the bot was destroyed, 2 of them funneled into sewers to try and go for the kill. But I think Ayumi was just too sharp and took both of them out with 10 HP remaining, and that just crumbled the attack from Galaxy Racer.
I have no idea how, but Ayumi did it all. She stayed alive. She took them down. And even if she didn't, the main forces up around B Garage were completely stifled because of this firing squad that Alter Ego Celeste has. And here they go again. Crossfire setup. Not even necessary. Tarathiel and Ayumi just going in, going ham. Margot going in with this peak again. It's kills back on back, and 11-3. I hate to say it, but I'm losing hope, Marquis.
Yep, same. I know what you feel. It's just a bit too difficult, and this is Alter Ego Celeste's map pick. I don't think any other team dares to play this map because Alter Ego Celeste, they're just too good. In Galaxy Racer, remember, they don't get a ban for this because there's 6 maps, and Alter Ego Celeste coming from the upper bracket, they get the ban, the only ban of the series. The rest of the 5 maps are basically whatever's not banned, and because they don't get to ban Split, they have to play this map, and it's just so difficult to win against a Celeste Split.
But here we go. Hopefully they're going to be able to pull something off. They have the full buys this time, and Aya's going to be the first one to sound things off. Ayumi had some kind of automatic weapon as well, and she got taken out, so that could be a good way to start. In fact, they're playing this very, very carefully. Galaxy Racer. Slowly.
They're playing
creeping.
it slow, and slow is the only way you can play against these bots. Tarathiel with the Spectre, she's so lethal with that Spectre. I
How
think
is
I've
she
seen
still
this so many
alive?
times. Spectre on A Heaven on Tarathiel, but Trix is gonna take one down, but at the cost of so much HP. Only 20 HP left for Trix.
And it is still a 3v3. Might almost be a 3v2, but regardless, taking down Iceberg will grant them control over the B site. The spike gets planted. They can back off, hold the perfect post-plant positions. Maybe garage, maybe someone on back site, around the pillage as well. They will be able to do this, and Trix, despite being on 20 HP, holding the perfect angle, takes 2 players down, back-to-back, instant headshots.
Trix with the skewer there, keeping Galaxy Racer's hopes alive, because honestly, if they lost that round, they're gonna have to eco on match point against Alter Ego Celeste, and there's no way, or almost no way at the very least, for them to actually get that. But Trix really pulling the stops here, getting 3 headshots, finishing off Alter Ego Celeste, keeps them alive here. And Alter Ego Celeste now have to eco, but again, the sheriffs on Alter Ego Celeste are nothing to scoff at.
Oh yeah. Well, there is one shorty from a Yumi. I don't know how effective that's going to be. She is somewhere around A heaven, but instantly walled up will be Tarathiel. She knows there's a bit of mid presence. Here's the footsteps as well as the boombot. And again, Galaxy Racer, a bit of a default, a little bit more careful this time. A little bit risky as well, though, because Hannah is carrying the spike. If Tarathiel spots someone out here and she actually nets the kill, that would be devastating.
She has the Spectre. I'm afraid of Tarathiel's Spectre, especially on A heaven or B heaven. It's just she has that spray down under control for the mid range. Oh, did they see the gun barrel there?
Not too
That
sure.
wasn't a gun barrel.
Oh, they think that B heaven is clear. Blast pack is good just to block her off. But here comes the Hawk. They might just get pincered in. They will be able to stream onto site and take 2 players down really quick, though. And just like that, because of this information, they know that the hit is coming in from heaven. Yaya completely denies it, and all that's left is a Yumi with a shorty. She could go up to heaven, pick up that Spectre that Tarathiel dropped, but will it be enough, though? 1v5.
She's inspecting her knife, just waiting for this wall to break. It's about to break anyway, so no need to make some unnecessary noise here. Probably just wants to make it... wait, she's sprayed. Never mind.
Is she looking for exits?
Yeah, she's definitely looking for exit. She'll probably dive onto the spike explosion,
Oh, yes.
just so she doesn't get the penalty. But she might be able to get a killer shot here. Oh no, she actually hit 2 members, but because Aya dashed out in time right before the second shot, that's some fast reflexes from the Jet. She would have been dead there.
would have been, but thankfully she
Should've been.
dashed. Aya is one of those Jet players that you love to watch. Always dashing away, always knowing how to play with her knives as well. But you know
Yeah,
what?
dashing sideways isn't that easy either. Like, you have to think about it. She wanted to dash to the left. If you just press E, you'll dash forward. It means she instinctively pressed left and dash after seeing someone there.
Which is, you know, she probably has many hours. But you know what? Ayumi plays dash as well. I'm sorry, plays Jet as well. But this time she's got an operator in her hands. And she is situated up around A. If she keeps her sights pinned down towards ramps, she will spot the Galaxy Racer players out. But here they come. A bit of a jump peek. They get spotted by the turret. And now Trix going in alone onto mid. She gets deleted. Oh, tripwire. Oh, it missed. Ayumi missed. And just like that, they actually get to walk onto site. Spike should be getting planted soon.
Yeah, this operator starts becoming more difficult to use as they actually get
Lockdown,
to the site, because you can't just look down the opening. And there's a lockdowns, both lockdowns being committed.
Oh my god. Incredibly confusing, but Margot is just trying to go in for it. She gets traded by Ivory. They're coming back around ramp, and that would be one of the positions that is not covered by the lockdown. Now that it's gone,
The operator becomes useful now.
still though,
Cannot.
it's useful. But if Galaxy Racer can buy enough time, I was gonna say if they can buy enough time, they should be able to pull this off. But right now, it's the teamwork. Look at them; they know how to split push into this one area. 11-5.
What? Half a second. You said buy enough time, and I thought they almost had it, but she gets taken on just half a second too early, and they get the defuse Alter Ego Celeste on that map point. The operator really only became useful after lockdown was deployed because they had to run all the way to A main. And then after that, Ayumi was just able to look down onto main, secure that opening, get that kill. And Alter Ego Celeste are on match point now. 12-5.
Oh no. Well, Galaxy Racer still giving it whatever they've got. Full buys all across the board. But Alter Ego Celeste just want to close this out. I mean, look at this positioning. 3 players right at the edge of B Garage. Trailblazer being deployed as well. Here comes the dash. Here comes the blind. They're going in for it. Tricks with a triple kill is able to push them off. And just like that, a lot of space created. They can get the spike down right now. And 2 players remaining. They're a little bit slower. Still, though, they're already up on Heaven. Want to get it planted. Tricks telling Hannah where to get the spike planted.
Oh, there's gonna be a kill.
Spike
Ooh.
planted.
12 HP on Ayumi.
Did she B-hop off the little box back into spawn?
Yep, that was a bit insane. But Tricks, the spray transfer and spray control to really pull this round and keep Galaxy Racer in the game. For Ayumi, she has an operator, 12 HP. She knows she can't do anything in a 1v3, so she just backs off, denying Tricks her ace, unfortunately.
Still, I am a little bit curious. Tricks pinging for Hannah, telling her where to get the spike planted. She's kind of, calling a lot of shots, kind of micromanaging her teammates a little bit. And I'm just wondering what that feels like for the team dynamic, the team synergy. Still, though, it is a 12-6. They need 6 rounds all throughout just to bring this to an even score. Just to push this to overtime.
Yeah, they can't make any mistakes at all here. Like, there's no room to lose a round. They have to win out, even go to overtime. And I commend them for even trying because it's difficult. They were 7 rounds down, now it's 6. But they're just looking at each round like, okay, we just have to win this round. We just have to win this round. That's how you take this. That's how you
One by
come back
one.
from a gigantic deficit.
One evolution at a time, but here they go. They have to watch out for Ayumi's operator. This time it's up around A. And Aya's going to be the one walking into that one spot, but Tricks with an opening pick up towards mailroom. She just might have opened up B Heaven. Tarathi with the wall, though. She goes in with the res. The sprays come in, but they won't connect onto Neri.
Yeah, that second life makes it very difficult. Tricks has also flipped the switch here, by the way. The past few rounds, the few wins that Galaxy Racer has on this second half, the 3 wins, is because Tricks really opens things up for the rest of her team. Not just shot calling, but also the opening fragger, sometimes the lurker, but she does everything right now for Galaxy Racer, keeping them in the game.
She has her showstopper up as well. Still, though, watching this cross is Ayumi. She might be the only player on the A side, though.
That's an operator. And if they don't go fast here, they're just going to take their 1-by-1. It's going to need to be a dash there. There's a dash coming in. Gets the headshot onto Hannah, though. This operator is just going to stop the spike. She scopes out, though, and Ivory takes Ayumi down, and the site is going to be open for Galaxy Racer.
Enemy kill.
And that's how you do it. At the cost of 1 player, they actually open up the site. They got the spike planted. And Alter Ego Celeste now in a 3v4 coming in from screens, from Heaven. Margot actually pushing up onto ramps now. The paranoia will be over by a little bit of time, though, so that's a very nice effort from Ivory. And Tricks coming in from the round. She's actually able to stop this, but Aneri still deadly. Goes in, gets taken out by Aya. Just like that, Galaxy Racer making the right calls, making the right shots. They are able to stay alive yet again.
Yeah, they're playing ever so tighter, ever so closer, really making sure they get those trades. They did get a trade onto Ayumi as well with some great timing. They do get the offer, get into the side, and finally get the string 2 rounds in this attacking side. The 4th round, rather.
They can do this. 5 more rounds. And this time, the economy extremely broken on the side of AE Celeste. Tarathiel goes in for the peek, instantly gets headshotted by Aya. No more walls means they get to push up onto heaven. And with all of that utility, they just might be able to take Margot down, get the spike planted, and then all they have to worry about are the 2 or 3 remaining players. There we go. Showstopper onto Margot. And the site is theirs.
Yeah, the sheriffs just aren't working out for them right now. Galaxy Racer are playing a lot faster, and Ivory takes 2 down. It's all down to Iceberg with a classic in light armor. Switches to the sheriff. I still won't discount anyone in AE Celeste with the sheriff, to be honest.
In 1v5?
It's hard.
We've seen it
We've
happen.
seen crazy things.
There was a 1v5 from Aya against Alter Ego Celeste last month, but here we go. Here's it. Oh, was that a jump from Ivory?
Yes. So every single one of Galaxy Racer, when they check the corners there, they jump. You notice that? Like all the
Yes.
shots didn't connect to the heads because
they
everyone jumped when they cleared a corner. Like it was gonna be a body shot, they don't get taken on right away. And the bigger guns, of course, win in a close combat engagement like that if you miss your first few shots as a sheriff.
Yeah, it displaces your crosshair so that you don't have the headshot alignment, but still, right now, it's another full buy for Alter Ego Celeste. Galaxy Racer, can they do this? Pain Shell's instantly committed, but it bounces off of the wall. She meant for it to go in towards the vents, but unfortunately for her, it just won't be. And right now, Inari's just definitely prepping for this. She knows that they are here. She has the option to deploy her guiding light outside of this and peek. She's holding the cross as well in case anyone pushes up into mailroom.
Yeah, they're buying so much time for a Celeste side. After that wall, the smokes come down, and Neri is able to hold this mid. They know no one's pushing mid yet.
And she just might be able to get a lot of information off of this. And if we look at what Alter Ego Celeste are doing on B side, if they actually peek and call it clear, they might just be able to read that the forces from Galaxy Racer are headed towards the A site.
Camera taken out.
And this definitely confirms that. You can see the moving parts right now. Iceberg is just waiting for the push to happen. She spots Tricks out, and Neri's already coming in from vents. The guiding light goes in, and the cyber cage goes up. All of a sudden, they're stuck on the other side of this. They have to go in now, 30 seconds remaining. Margot continuing to spray past the smokes. She finds Tricks. Aya still has the knives though. They've already gotten the sight. Aya's just waiting for the perfect time to strike. Margot pushes out on towards heaven. A boosted wall from Hannah. But is it going to be enough? Ivory gets taken out. It's an even trade. 3v4. Getting shot down just diminishes the chances of Galaxy Racer staying alive. And just like that, through all of these little careful engagements, careful battles, Alter Ego Celeste will secure map number 2, 13-8. Same score as Icebox?
Yeah, this is really the furthest that I've seen teams push Alter Ego Celeste. Look at Tricks. Average combat score, the highest in the map. She really kept Galaxy Racer in this match. But AE Celeste are just too strong as a unit. Trades for trades. Once Tricks was traded, it was all over. Like, it was just so difficult for Galaxy Racer to get much done because Alter Ego Celeste really just cover each other. They're just too strong as a team right now. Galaxy Racer, they did get those few rounds. 5 rounds on attacking half against Alter Ego Celeste, which is impressive. But it just wasn't enough because same story as Icebox. Same scoreline. Finish off the first half as 3-9. But because you're down such a big deficit, 6 rounds, it's just so difficult to mount a comeback.
Incredibly difficult. I mean, Illustrato said it before. It's basically Mount Everest. So the next map, I mean, this is a best of 5. We're already down 0-2. Next map, what's gonna happen, Marquis?
I think that there's not much gas left in the tank for Galaxy Racer. It's a fatiguing. It's 5 maps for them already, coming into their 6th. A Celeste still looks super duper fresh, super duper sharp. They're just ever so slightly faster, and Tricks and I think Trix plus Aya need to go crazy. Like, we need the Aya from game 1 and the Trix from game 2 to get into this game 3, and then maybe I'll say Alter Ego Celeste have a chance of losing a map. But right now, even though Galaxy Racer are giving them a run for their money, it's just too difficult. Like you said, it's Mount Everest. Maybe Everest spelled with AE. Everest. Yeah, Everest, right? Like, that's the mountain they have to climb right now.
Truly, truly. But, you know, I think you could be onto something. The Aya from game 1, Tricks from game 2, maybe do like a little bit of a Dragon Ball fusion. They could, well, I'm hitting the wrong side, but yeah, they could do something like that. Still though, I want to believe, because the next map is going to be Bind, and that is the map at which Galaxy Racer actually pushed Alter Ego Celeste quite far, at least until they flicked that switch. So who knows, something different could happen at this time, but I'm certainly hoping for it. I don't want history to repeat itself. Alter Ego Celeste, almost a flawless run, basically a flawless run throughout this month's open as well. I mean, they've gotten 2-0s all throughout the upper brackets. Right now, it's also a 2-0. Might just be a 3-0, Marquis.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a best of 5, and we will have to go for a short break before coming to game number 3.
Show me what you got. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Show me what you got. Down, up, back, up, God, down, up, back, God, down, up, back, up, God, down, up, back, God, down, up, back, up, God, down, up, back, God, down, up, back, God. Ain't no reason to back down, so step it up. God, down, up, back, up, God, down, up, back, God, down, up, back, up, God, down, up, back, God, down, up,
We'd like to thank Intel for believing in us and supporting women in the gaming community. The new core and graphics architectures of the 11th gen Intel Core processors elevate laptop and desktop gaming performance for all types of gamers, from the overclockable K processor line for desktops to the U processor line with integrated graphics. Intel has a product for the hardcore PC gamer and streamer, as well as the gamer on the go.
Welcome back, folks. It is the VCT Game Changers Southeast Asia FSL Open number 6. We are in the grand finals. We just saw map number 2. It's crazy, Marquis, and it's going to be map number 3 right now. It's going to be Bind, a map on which, Galaxy Racer actually took Alter Ego Celeste almost all the way. It went to 13-11. Unfortunately, they still lost, and this was in the upper bracket finals. What's going to happen in the grand finals?
The script says it's going to be a 3-9 in favor of Alter Ego Celeste, and the game is going to end on 13-8. Oh wait, was I not supposed to say that?
Oh, you have? Could you send that to me too? Also, like I didn't really.
You
receive...
missed the script.
Yeah,
that's game 1, game 2, game 3, 13-8. That's the script.
Okay. Maybe, but I'm hoping that since I didn't get the script, it was changed somewhere. Yeah, hopefully Galaxy Racer will be able to come back from this. If not, dude, this is a completely flawless victory, flawless run for Alter Ego Celeste for all 6 FSL Opens.
Not just this Open, by the way. This Open, they've also not dropped a single map in the playoffs. But once they win this game, if they win this game, it's gonna be 6 Opens in a row, A Celeste domination, and a clean sweep for their final grand finals. Yes.
Yeah, it's as weird as it sounds. It truly is. Just this team is that strong. They're that undefeated. Even with you see on the stats right now, Trix having a high average combat score, edging out over Aneri, it still isn't enough. I mean, the stats are slightly different this time. They've got slightly higher headshot percentage and everything else, but at the end of the day, the teamwork from Alter Ego Celeste will prevail.
Yeah, it's definitely the teamwork. And don't forget that A Celeste have a lot of heals from Ineri and Tarathiel. There's 2 healers on their side, which is why it can seem like Galaxy Racer did more damage, but they're just not getting the kills. A Celeste have been cleaning up the rounds. They've been getting the round wins. I mean, we've seen a few rounds where they actually win even without killing everyone else. A Celeste are just decisive that way. We saw that on Icebox with the walls on a pistol round. Sometimes the held on defuse. Even Trix did that on her own in one of the rounds. But it's not always about the damage done. It's not always about the headshot percentage. A Celeste are just able to secure the rounds. And 13-8, again, that's the script, by the way, guys. Game number 3, maybe 13-8 as well. If it does, there is definitely a script going on here. But Galaxy Racer, I would still argue they're the ones that made things difficult for Alter Ego Celeste thus far. And even the rounds that they won were scrappy rounds. Alter Ego Celeste, their players are just so insane. They do these 1v3 situations, it doesn't matter. Thrifty rounds, Ineri with the Sheriff just kills everyone. Alter Ego Celeste are just a marvel right now, and they're just so good.
I couldn't say it better myself, man. They are just that good every single time. We've talked about, how they seem to flick a mental switch in their heads. They really do it in game for sure. I mean, once they decide, okay, this is how we're going to go in with the retakes, even in that last round that they had on Split, Galaxy Racer, they were able to break in. They actually did find a couple opening picks here and there, and they got the spike down, but once it came down to it, the way that they pushed in, I mean, coming in from screens, coming in from heaven, the way that they push in together as a team, it's just too overwhelming, it seems, at times for the Galaxy Racer members. Still, though, that was only Split. Bind, I truly, truly want to believe. I want to throw away and tear up whatever script you've got underneath on your desk, because I want to believe that it will not be a 13-8. This is going to be the 6th map that Galaxy Racer are playing today. It's pretty exhausting, but it is also the map that they, basically almost won out over on Alter Ego Celeste yesterday.
Yeah, they did give Alter Ego Celeste a scare there. 11-5 at some point. But the switch that you mentioned, the mental switch, turned on 8 rounds in a row. That's how scary Alter Ego Celeste were. But maybe Galaxy Racer can pull off the win this time around. This is their map pick after all, and there's a reason why when bans come in, it's always Haven plus ban for Alter Ego Celeste. Haven, especially against Galaxy Racer, because that's your best map. And let's see if Galaxy Racer can pull one map off.
Let us see indeed. Still though, Agent Select, the agent compositions are a very curious one, because Alter Ego Celeste have been trying different things, but do my eyes deceive me? Yeah. Is that going to be a breach? I mean, Brimstone already is a little bit curious, because most teams tend to go for Astra, tend to go for Viper. Oh my god. Ayumi was playing
Astra Viper.
Sky
I love Astra
yesterday.
Viper.
Astra, yeah, we do love our Astra Vipers on Mind. We hardly get to see a double controller setup, but Alter Ego Celeste are the only ones to do it. Yoru, though, I don't know, Marky. Yoru?
I like it. I'm gonna say I like it because Bind,
seen
the teleporters, the fact that there's teleporters plus Yoru can teleport back. Teleports are one way, right? On Bind.
Oh my god.
Yoru allows
Select
you
your agent.
to go backwards from a teleport.
Okay.
So it becomes non-committal. But the hover, I get baited by Yumi. Thanks for baiting me out and getting my hopes up. We've seen Yoru get run by Sentinels, sometimes Paper Rex.
Yes, Forsaken.
Right. So Forsaken, yeah, on Bind, and I really love how they run it. But double initiator, double controller. I think this is probably the best setup that you could have on Bind. Sova plus Sky. I love that Alter Ego Celeste are running Sky, by the way, in most maps. Did they run it on Icebox? I don't think so.
No, not an Icebox.
No. Yeah, but the Sky is becoming a staple for A Celeste, and that really just follows the global meta for the main VCT, and they're really improving Alter Ego Celeste. Like, they've won every single tournament, but they're still getting better.
I think they were the ones that had that quote. I mean, thanks to our sponsors. Again, shout out to Intel as well as Yahoo. There was an interview that Yahoo did with the Alter Ego Celeste members, and I think one of it was something about having to stay up to date with the meta, keeping up, making sure that they don't get left behind, because this is a game that's always changing. And even right now, it's very interesting that Hannah's going for the breach. It's a double initiator on Galaxy Racer's side as well. So they are going to be attacking. This is their map pick, Galaxy Racer's map pick. So Alter Ego Celeste will be starting out on defense.
I'm just going to say, Breach hasn't been played for so long that when the interface loaded, the Breach icon took like half a second later to load. Like, that's how long since we've last seen Breach. And maybe this works out for them. I like that Galaxy Racer aren't afraid to try something new.
Still, though, every single player up around A short, is that the play? Aya's going to be the first one to dash in, and she quickly finds out that there isn't a single player up around U-Haul. Peeks out of it, fires a couple blind shots past the sky smokes, actually burning Ivory. Ivory actually burns 2 players from Alter Ego Celeste. And Neri, though, still in towards showers. She's able to take one player down, and that's Yeya.
Yeah, that barbecue is gonna be really good. I think that smoke kind of hit the molly there, and they didn't realize they were stepping on it until it was too late. That molly does a lot of damage though. The spike hasn't gone down yet, but Aya is gonna take
Player
Margot down,
standing.
and Ivory watches the flank. 4v1 right now. They can't get the spike down. Yeah, Tricks planting the spike. They just really want to make sure that they win this round.
If every
Yeah,
single
they know where
player
Iceberg is.
survives, everyone is going to do this. Oh my god. Okay, Aya was stunned as well, but thankfully she landed her headshot first. Down to 22 HP, she survives, and with 4 players alive, with 3 kills and then 2 kills, I think they could just go for a rifle this round, even though it's round number 2.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. In fact, I do encourage 1 rifle plus 4 specters on round 2. And the reason why I like that is because that rifle can persist to round number 3 in the bonus round, and round 4 might be dicey if you lose, but it gives you a bit of a better chance fighting against rifles if you have at least 1 or 2 rifles.
That's right, but well, it's going to be the full Spectre firing squad. It's one way to do a setup, right? Sky Smoke and then the Incendiary in towards it. Aya getting information that there are players inside of showers, though. Fires to give away position. Tries to shoot down the Hawk, but this time she's just going to pepper a couple more players. Meanwhile, the rest are going to be pushing outside of short. They take Tarathil down quickly. They make sure that whoever's in shower stays there, and they get the spike planted. This is a way to gain control over site.
And they're playing a post plant quite well as well. Aya making sure that there's nobody flanking. They know there's 2 in showers. They know the last one is probably going to come from the spawn. They're just making sure they have everything down. And it's all classics on A Celeste. It's going to be difficult for them to get kills. The Spectres are going to take them down. And Neri is going to take one down. But Trix with a triple kill on her Spectre secures round number 2 for Galaxy Racer.
2-0 is a great start. This might be the first 2 rounds that we've seen from Galaxy. First time they won a pistol round. But now it's going to be a bit of a problem. Alter Ego Celeste coming in with a full buy. Is Ivory going to go for a rifle instead? No, she's holding on to the Sheriffs. And I don't know about you, Marquis, but that says to me that they're just hoping that they will be able to find something. If not, Galaxy Racer probably going to lose this round.
Yeah, they're bonusing it, and they have to play up close or at least have a great execute. I wouldn't discount it still. The Spectres can be good. Combined with the Sky Smokes plus the flashes, I think they can get into the site. Once that happens, their chances of winning are much better once they actually have the Spectres.
Still, though, they're being very, very cautious about this. Stutter stepping, slowly peeking in towards Hookah. It's going to be Margot holding an off angle, though. That scares me. Trix already getting punished for peeking in towards showers. Still, though, here comes the execute. They're looking to stream onto site. All these flashes all over the place, but the one they got to look out for is Elbow. Aya goes into it, instantly gets denied by Iceberg. A couple more players going in, but the instant flicks will be able to do the trick. And just like that, instant dismissal of every single player from Galaxy Racer. But the main thing is, they got the spike down. It feels like they kind of forfeited the round, but they will be able to buy back into the next.
And Neri Yumi already has her Seekers ready.
Oh my god.
Wait, how does that work? Did she get...
She farmed the alt orb, perhaps?
She
Outside
has
of showers?
2 deaths, so that's 2 charges. And then...
I think she's been farming the orb from
Alt orbs, yeah, just orbs.
showers.
Orbs, and then the 5 orbs? Wait,
I don't know.
how does this work?
I can't math right now, but taking a look at this round, full buys all across the board. Galaxy Racer need this. They don't have their ultimates just yet. In fact, same setup from Alter Ego Celeste. I mean, they've been doing this for the past 3 rounds now. It's always a Neri as well as a Yumi. But this time they're actually pushing out.
Yeah, I won't be ready for this.
Oh my
Okay, she sees someone.
But she doesn't know that Inari's round the corner. Wall bang and a headshot. And just like that, she's gone. But still, green light is go. Galaxy Racer want to push in. They heard the updraft, so Ayumi was prepared for that. And then the Seekers come in. Oh, that's going to be troublesome. All three stuck in towards lamps right now.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, and then they come out with the peaks. Neri on track to our quadra.
Yeah, there's the flash as well. Ivory is gonna get stuck here. The SWAT team is coming in. Ivory takes one down, but there's the quadra for Inari. And I'd just like to point out the ultimate orb economy here. I don't know how Ayumi got her ultimate in round number 4. She had 2 deaths. She probably got 3 orbs.
There.
That makes for 5. Where did she get the 6? Maybe there was a round where she got both.
Maybe.
But look, talking about ultimate orb economy, Inari also has her ult up right now, and that's scary. The showstopper is such a great ultimate to have, and on this anti-eco, she might just be able to get a multi-kill from that showstopper alone if she uses it. She doesn't need to.
That's the thing. Still, though, rooting for Galaxy Racers. Sorry if I sound a little bit biased, but I just want to see them take one map away. Snakebite comes in towards Hookah. And Iceberg just pushes them off for one more second, actually using the Poison Orb to push past behind them.
Oh, she passed by the jet.
Ooh! And I will punish that. She does punish that.
Super unlucky.
Oh my god, and now with that Vandal, she's actually able to secure the B site, but they gotta look out for Margot coming in from elbow. Goes back in for a peek. There's a bit of teamwork from Galaxy Racer. The Flashpoint plus Aya peeking. They're looking out for the 2 remaining players, sensing that they could be around halls to around elbow. Aya's just holding the angle. Hawk confirms it, and it's just a matter of time. Very, very
This is
careful.
Aya from game 1 coming in.
Maybe. Still down. At this point, not enough time. Hellfire, a little bit unnecessary, but it's going to be Aya as well as you have to clean things up. They actually turn this Sheriff buy into a win. All thanks to Aya with a very, very just lucky timing, pushing past the Poison Orb at the same time as Iceberg.
Yeah, getting that 4K really sees you around for Galaxy Racer. I think they're not messing around though. Using that orbital strike to secure the round, I think was necessary because you really have to respect Alter Ego Celeste. They're on the site, they're on the spike. I think that there is a doing some Doctor Strange possibility thing. There is a universe where that retake actually happens, and Harry just wide swings onto Trix. She gets taken down.
If only the Eye of Agamotto was an actual thing in Valorant, but nah. There is a duality multiverse thing, but no. Right now, having lost one player, and not just any player, it is Trix. She had her showstopper, not going to be able to use it anymore. The 4 remaining players still looking to make this A-hit happen. They get sucked in because of the Astra, but narrowly dodging this boom bot is going to be Aya. She's still in for a fight around U-Haul though, and just like that, Tarathiel and Ayumi using that chaos, they're going to push up front. They instantly kill off every single player from Galaxy Racer that tried to push past a short.
Lamps or U-Hauls is basically U-Hauls of death right now. Like they keep getting stuck there because of the utility usage from Alter Ego Celeste. And the biggest thing that they have to solve right now is the push from Inari plus Ayumi on Bats. That's made them pay every single time when there's one watching Bats, or maybe if they push on A short, there's 2 people in Bats, and they just can't get into the site because of these 2. So they're gonna have to either go to B instead, where they actually won a round before, or commit more than 1 member to finish off Ayumi plus Inari, because they need to trade at least 2 for 2 there.
It worked out the first few rounds, but that's only because it was pistol, and then there was the bonus. They had the specters. This time, if they continue to let Ayumi and Inari get control over bats, they get to farm those alt orbs for free, and it's gonna be a bit of a pesky problem. But right now, a little bit of a technical timeout. Just take a second to look at the ultimate economy. Galaxy Racer has 3 ultimates up. They can go for a potential site execute with that, and if they do that right now on towards B, getting the post plant, getting this round might just give them the edge that they need. I mean, next round, Alter Ego Celeste probably still will be able to buy back. I mean, take a look at that. They got 4,000, 5,000 credits, but it's going to slow down this momentum that they're starting to build up.
They really need to make sure that they figure out the defense from Alter Ego Celeste. I think that's the most difficult part right now, because look at the star placement. There's 4 stars that are being put down, and this is on the back of Tarathiel because it's so expensive to buy these stars now, and she's hitting 4 at least every single round.
150 credits per star, but she is using them deliberately. I mean, this isn't just any random placement. The 2 around short is only because Galaxy Racer has been pushing that position, but this time they know it's coming in. Showstopper in as well. It does connect on towards Iceberg, and 2 players instantly gone. They have control over this site, but Inari has already rotated so quickly. This retake might be tough, but it's not impossible for Alter Ego Celeste.
Yeah, they have a flank coming in as well from Ayumi. If she can get this kill onto B-Long, the headshot onto Yeya, it's gonna start opening the map out. 3v4 right now. There's the flash coming in. She flashes herself though. Tarathiel gets Aya. There's the dog as well. Gets taken down. Ivory through the wall. Trix takes Inari down though, but now it's a 2v2 and it's starting to look very doable for Alter Ego Celeste. Trix is gonna have to push just because the Cosmic Divide is down. That's
Trix!
1 kill, that's 2 kills. Trix with a 4K secures around for Galaxy Racer.
Oh my god. If anyone can do it, she can. She's the Wonder Woman. And with the paint shells as well, just pushing them off, knowing where they might be positioned, allowed her to net those 2 quick kills. And I mean, you got to credit her aim as well. Take a look at this. Spray control and then the immediate conversion on towards Ayumi.
The transfers from Trix, I think, are the sickest that I've seen in FSL. She gets those multi-kills not just in a straight line, but also when 2 people are peeking her, she gets those transfer headshots.
Get out of my way!
Very well played. Valiant attempt by Tarathiel with the Cosmic Divide, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Very interesting setups and executes from Galaxy Racer as well. We're seeing how they use Brimstone, but this time around, aggression from Ayumi. Thankfully, Ivory is there to punish it. 2 quick kills. Using this opening, they might just be able to get the site clear, but the rotations are so quick. Just curious to see why they haven't used the teleporter yet.
Yeah, they don't really like using teleporter. It gives away too much information, I think, for Alter Ego Celeste. But they're going to try to go for these kills one by one. But as we've seen in the previous round, 1 kill can lead to many for Alter Ego Celeste. But whether Galaxy Racer can hold like what they did, they can build up their lead. There's the paint shells coming out. Pushes Iceberg out. Tarathiel using the stars as well. There's the Hunter's Fury getting used. Tags 2. Tags a 3rd as well. Galaxy Racer are all pretty low. Iceberg gets 1 kill. Margot gets 1 kill of her own as well. There's no time at this point, but they're gonna make it expensive for Galaxy Racer. Margot getting 1 kill as well. Goes away in the teleporter, and Trix is just probably gonna die to the spike here.
Would have been better if she made it away alive, but that is just Alter Ego Celeste. That was calculated. I mean, maybe they thought that they had some time. I mean, they were taking a little bit too long to get onto plays with that retake, but knowing that they were running out of time, they just wanted to keep them trapped in towards the spike explosion.
I'd say it was difficult. Like, it wasn't a Celeste being too slow, but Galaxy Racer used their utilities very well there. The paint shells, the smokes, really not allowing the operator to get any kill until it's almost too late.
So because of that, they get to buy back in. Yeya with a Spectre, though. Still, they're looking to make this one work, and not a lot of sounds. They keep on farming these ultimate orbs. I mean, you heard that.
Yeah, that's part of economy, right? It's not just credits, but ultimate orbs especially on bind, you have to contest those. If you give those away every single round, these ultimates will just keep coming up. Ayumi is close to her Seekers already. Iceberg already has the Viper's Pit.
Right now, holding this angle, it's a very, very scary one, because normally when you peek out of hookah, you're thinking to watch out for spawn, watch out for sight, not so much the off angle. Galaxy Racer, though, down to 50 seconds. They're still thinking about this. We do have Aya dashing in already. Right now, they're pushing past of elbow. The Seekers not ready yet. They do get stunned by a bit because of the Trailblazer, but here it comes, pushing in from elbow, going in for the flick, but Trix is saving the day. She gets traded, but Yeya comes back in. This is a teamwork from Galaxy Racer, but Ayumi's not slowing down. She got her Seekers, thought about it. We're down into a 2v2. And Tarath is being very, very careful with her judge. They know where. Oh my god, she picked up a Phantom, took Yeya away. All that's left is Hannah. Seekers in, they know where she is. She's sticking it, wanted to go in for the aftershock, but Tarathia was just ready.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
That retake was just so clean by Altigo Celeste, Tarathiel plus Ayumi. I didn't like that the Viper Iceberg was on an operator, especially with her pit up. I think that Altigo Celeste should have been running her on like a rifle or maybe a close range weapon. But the rest of the team was there to really make it work. And for Iceberg, I think she should be using her ultimate when she can. If she had used it in that side, they could have really held on a bit more. But Altigo Celeste, the rounds that they're winning, they're not clean rounds. They're losing quite a few. I think there was one flawless, but other than that, it's still very expensive for them. Galaxy Racers, though, they're the ones on the equal.
She's gonna do the Viper's Pit up towards A short as soon as I saw her walking up towards this position. Still, though, Ivory actually taking Inari down, because guess what? This time, Ayumi isn't there to back her up. So, they also have 3 ultimates. They might have Sheriffs only, but this is very possible. Hunter's Fury on towards Iceberg. The sight might just have been opened up, but you gotta count those rifles. Be careful about this. Orbital Strike is ready as well.
And so is the Rolling Thunder. This might just be a nice thrifty round from Galaxy Racer.
Taking that back.
Oh my god. Well, they're playing the exact same close plant positions that we saw earlier on. If they can buy enough time, that would be good, but let's see if they can actually do it. I think Ivory's just waiting for the tap on the defuse, but they're going in right now. Ooh, Rolling Thunder does connect onto so many players. It pushes them back, but they don't quite have the firepower to take this fight head on. Ayumi and Tarathio just push in. It's going to be Margot. It's going to be Ayumi. They're looking for Ivory. And here it comes. Is it going to be enough time, though?
It's just enough.
6-4. And that was a round where they only had Sheriffs.
For a thrifty, that was more than enough. Getting that round win on the back of a thrifty, making it expensive for Alter Ego Celeste, that's more than what they could have asked for there. I think if they completed the thrifty round, of course, or like killed them all and saved some guns, that would have been great. But you know, you got a round off of a thrifty, you didn't invest much into it, and 6-4 right now. I think just the script.
What did I say about the script? Tear it up, throw it away. But right now, though, it might be 6-4, the second last round of the first half, and Alter Ego Celeste are forcing this. We got a Bucky on Iceberg, a Guardian on Inari, and then rifles on the rest. Be careful about this, and they have been farming those ultimate orbs so much. I mean, Tarathio, Margot, they've got theirs. Ayumi and Neri very close to it. Galaxy Racer, though, still being ever so careful in towards Hookah, as well as B long now.
And this Bucky might be scary under window once Aya goes in. She will dash in, though. But I think Iceberg might be able to catch anyone else who wants to try to come in.
I think Alter Ego Celeste knows it's going to be a B hit. The Trailblazer confirmed it from Ayumi. At this point, it's just a matter of time, and Iceberg holding with the Bucky. Oh my god, Margot, it's a bit of a crossfire, but thankfully Hannah's there making a trade. Still, though, how are they going to break onto site? Margot still holding the off angle. She goes in for the spray, doesn't convert it, thanks to Trix. They have control over the site. 3v4 retake. Do they know that one is coming in from Fountain, though?
They do know, but Ayumi is too fast. Gets the headshot onto Trix. Tarathiel is here to go for the retake as well, and it's not looking good for Galaxy Racer. But yeah, evens things out with a headshot onto Ineri. 2v2 right now. Both players on both sides still on full HP. Tarathiel takes Aya down. They should know where Hannah is.
Same.
Always plays this side.
Okay, Aftershock to buy a couple more seconds. Now Tarathiel was going for the stick, but it's Ayumi that's holding the angle. And when she's doing that, you cannot peek her without losing something. And this time you lose your life 6-5. Alter Ego Celeste with a bit of a force. They still make it work. Could this be a 7-5? Could this be a 6-6?
You can tell that Alter Ego Celeste aren't that comfortable with this map. Like Galaxy Racer, they're making things work, but because of the resets, look at their economy. This is round number 12, and they're forced on Spectres and Sheriffs, but we've seen them win a 3 round before.
Yes, we have. Trix still has her showstopper, but 3 ultimates on the other side as well. I'm pretty nervous about this marquee.
Yeah, and Eric can still get hers as well. That's 1 charge away.
Oh man. Boombot.
Alright, they're gonna know it's an A push now. They've completely cleared B, and it's gonna be... Are they gonna go for a triple flank here?
Oh my god, this is disastrous. If there's any
They're
time
buying
to do
so
it,
much
they have to do
time
it now.
with the Astra plus the Viper.
Oh god. That's the power of double controller, but Trix wants to break past these walls regardless. Going in for it, gets control over U-Haul, and now all that they have to worry about is Iceberg, unless they manage to check the back. Iceberg pushes past the Incendiary, it gets burned alive. Spike has gone down. Still though, Inari off that kill. They have every single ultimate they have at their disposal. Margot's going in for it. It's going to be a bit of a trade, but Ayumi pushes past. Aya makes it a trade as well. 2v1. Margot, it's good night. Galaxy Racer actually make this a 7-5 first half.
Alter Ego Celeste are on the back foot for the first time coming into the second half. But right now, I'm just gonna say, their lineup is really good for attacking as well. They have the Sky, they have the Raze, and whatever Galaxy Racer did in that first half, I think Alter Ego Celeste can do faster.
And that just might be the reason why they were able to flick that switch. It's almost...
Yeah, we saw it.
It's,
Was it yesterday? Just yesterday?
It is yesterday. It's the exact
rounds
same
in a
score.
row.
7-5 was also the end of the first half yesterday in the upper bracket finals. Is history going to repeat itself, or will Galaxy Racer actually stand up and shut them down for the first time ever?
Look at Alter Ego Celeste. Really decisive pushes. Using the fake smokes as well from the stars. They use Dissipate just to make sure they can cross and get in.
Incredibly fast.
Starting to make Yep.
Already control over Hookah, and now they're going in. They're just letting them go in first. The stun comes out. Still though, no one gets killed. It's gonna be a full 5v5 retake as Margot gets the spike planted. Oh, and they get the heals. Okay, good, right on time. Hannah, thanks to the flashpoints, Aya's able to push in. Ivory finds one as well, but jumping over, they did not expect Marco to be hiding in the one corner. Thankfully, Ivory's then making a quick trade. We're down into a 3v2. Oh my gosh, Tarathiel making another trade happen. It's trades on top of trades, and Ivory's on the other side of this wall. She actually managed to stick it all the way. And Iceberg just closes things out. Still though, 8-5.
I think Iceberg kept that screen up for too long, blocked the vision for herself, did not spray into that smoke for confirmation. You can't tell if your bullets are hitting. So I think she should have just sprayed a bit more there, probably weaving in and out. I think she mind gamed herself out of that, and props to Ivory for sticking that. Snuck that round away from Alter Ego Celeste. And Galaxy Racer is probably the best start that they could ask for. They won both pistol rounds. It's an 8-5 right now, and it's looking really good for them.
You know what's scary is the force fire from Alter Ego Celeste, and look at the speed at which they're going. Thankfully, Trix puts a stop to this for a second with her paint shells. Instantly shoots down the Trailblazer. She knows they're coming in, but she wants to stop it. Moonbot already got destroyed as well. Thankfully, Yaya's here. It's a bit of a crossfire from both sides, but Oh my god, the movement from Tarathiel and Naneri. They instantly take control over Hookah. And just like that, B-side might be open. Flank coming in though. Do they expect this?
Bye.
Tarathiel makes a quick check, but instantly gets dismissed. Still though, Toxic Screen is up and Naneri is hiding in the corner. I am being very, very cautious about this. Ivory overthinking a little. This confirms it. Why is Ivory still heading back towards A? The spike got planted, and right now Aya's a little bit stuck, but thankfully able to take a Neri down. We're back into a 2v2 because of Margot. They drop out of Hookah at the same time, but look at what's happening on the minimap. Both checking the same sides. Ivory and Aya, because they won their duels, they are able to secure this round as well. And this crumples Alter Ego Celeste's economy.
Yeah, that force buy didn't pay off for them, and Neri was stuck in Hookah there, trying to hold off the flank. But I think she needed a bit more help there, otherwise should have consolidated their efforts onto the site. But Galaxy Racer, this is the hottest start and the biggest lead. Oh, well, they weren't really leading at much ever before, but it's a 4-round lead for them right now. And Alter Ego Celeste, they have to eco. But again, the last time we saw 5 sheriffs on Alter Ego Celeste, they won that round.
I know what you're thinking, Marquis. But this should not happen. A couple of stingers on the side of Galaxy Racer. And they are still incredibly fast to push us up right now. The flicks go in, but thankfully Trix is able to make it a quick trade. 4v4. Rotations coming in from A. It might be a little bit too slow. Yaya has to put a stop to this. She gets the first one, goes in for the second, but ultimately gets denied. Back into a 3v3. Oh, Ivory puts a stop to a Yumi's madness. They have control over the site though, but they're not sure if it's safe enough to get the spike planted.
Yeah, they want to look for the kills first. They do have a Spectre on the hands of Margot. There's this Sheriff still. They're going to try to look for this kill. There's the Poison Cloud being used as well. Oh, they're actually trying to push it, but Ivory is ready there and takes both of Alter Ego Celeste's remaining members. 10-5 right now for Galaxy Racer.
Ivory with the Spectre stepping up to the plate. I mean, look at this. She's up to 15 kills. Incredible start for Galaxy Racer, and winning all these rounds, they just might be able to buy a couple of rifles. Well, this is where I'm starting to get worried again, Marquis. Remember what happened yesterday? The full buy from Alter Ego Celeste now.
8 rounds in a row. Will they do that again? But GXR were in round 11 when that 8 rounds in a row happened, but we'll see. I mean, the full buy, they might just take it all the way.
Oh my god. Defaults. Galaxy Racer.
Really painful.
A little bit too aggressive. They went B the past 2 rounds for Alter Ego Celeste, so maybe they thought that it was going to be the same plan, but this time they thought wrong, and because of that, they're getting punished for it. 5 players, all alive, all on the A site. And you got Iceberg looking back around the other side of Market. Wherever Trix and Yaya head towards, it's going to be a pretty big battlefield ahead in front of them.
I don't think Yaya can go all the way around, so she has to join Trix here. And there's going to be 2 members watching this cross, and Neri is already there. Iceberg is there as well for the quick trade, and Neri gets one. No trades needed, and Neri gets both headshots, and here we go. It's a flawless round for Alter Ego Celeste. Still, 4 rounds ahead for Galaxy Racer. They're going to be able to buy this round, but Alter Ego Celeste look really sharp on that attacking side.
If Trix had a rifle, she got the dink. That would have been a headshot kill, but unfortunately...
Spectre things.
They're going to have to go with what they've got this time with the full buys. 10-6. And Galaxy Racer still need whatever they can get. Alter Ego Celeste are not slowing down. This time, switching things up a little. In fact, you have a Yumi watching from Market. You have Tarathiel watching in the showers. If you were Galaxy Racer on defense, I would not go for the gamble. I would not go for any information plays.
Yeah, they are playing very defensive on these sites. They're not peeking, they're just waiting for people to come in. The problem with Galaxy Racer's side is they don't have the Sentinels to get this information. There's no Cypher or Killjoy that tells them they're there, so they're just gonna have to go for the retakes. Let them into the site first.
Still.
I've
Oh,
got your
no.
trail.
Aneri's just ever so sharp, instantly getting the frag onto someone hiding from Hull. Seekers come out, Viper's Pit deployed as well. This site is as good as it is for Alter Ego Celeste. Yeah, trying to do whatever she can though, just not enough.
Spike planted.
Right, Iceberg with a kill onto Ivory. Looking good for AE Celeste, and another flawless round yet again. That's 2 rounds in a row for AE Celeste. Flawless with their rifles. And the fact that they can roll this economy over to the next round is very scary for me, because Galaxy Racer, this lead is starting to whittle down, and they bought 2 rounds in a row. It's going to be an eco for Galaxy Racer right now. And look at Alter Ego Celeste. They have enough for, even if they lose this round, they have enough for of creds to buy for the next 2 rounds. Full buys.
That's a bank. This lead it's not that sizable anymore, and I'm not sure if the Blade Storm is the right call right now. Using it as a pseudo weapon while the rest of your team only has Sheriffs and a Stinger. It's the toughest call, but she's already used up a couple of knives. Ivory getting the first shot onto Rathiel though might just be good enough. Then again, that's the beauty of having a second controller. Iceberg is deploying it. They're making a B hit happen.
And the flashes plus the snake bite coming out. Hannah with a headshot onto Iceberg though. Ayumi takes Yaya down. Was taken down too low by the snake bite there, but Hannah is still on L. Uses the aftershock to stop the plant. Ayumi is going to look around this corner. Does not find Hannah. Great discipline here from Galaxy Racer. They did not pick up the guns though. There's an area taking 1, taking 2, taking 3 for the transfer. And they take Hannah down as well. And it's another win for Alter Ego Celeste. They are not going to give Galaxy Racer this eco. And they still save 3 guns. They keep rolling their rifles over control.
Oh my god. That is just impeccable spray control from Aneri. Not to mention the rest of the team as well. It's at this point, look at their economy, Marquis. Galaxy Racer might have to full buy this time around, but this lead that they've got, 10-8, they need to put a stop to this.
I think we'll see a 10-10 before Galaxy Racer have a chance here. Alter Ego Celeste, they're just rolling, and I think that the tactical timeout should have come in before this round, because they're streaking right now, and Galaxy Racer need the time to think and slow things down. Because Alter Ego Celeste, they're coming in fast. Great shock dart there onto Iceberg, 60 health remaining.
It's pretty good, but is it going to be good enough? Even at 60 health, I will count on Iceberg to land her headshots, but this should confirm a B hit for Alter Ego Celeste. Galaxy Racer, the rotates need to happen right now. Ivory still lurking towards showers. It's going to be a little bit too late.
Plants in front of an aftershock still. Iceberg also gets topped up from the heals. There's the hunters here getting use tags, so many of them, but they also live. Aneri gets tagged, Iceberg gets tagged as well. Ayumi might have enough to heal again. Here's the showstopper coming out. Trix is trying to look for someone at long. Does not land the showstopper fully, but gets the damage done. Finishes off Iceberg as well. There's a counter hunter spear from Margot, who was left with 4 HP. Showstopper from Aneri as well, takes 2 down. And it's looking pretty good for Alter Ego Celeste. They spray through the boxes, but Ivory sticks the defuse. Alter Ego Celeste finish the rest of Galaxy Racer off, but they lose the round. They still have the economy though. Look, here's where it gets bad. Galaxy Racer got completely wiped there. They won the round, but their economy was already bad. The fact that they got wiped And A Celeste still have
Exactly.
so much money left in the bank. Look at this situation right now. It's pretty much a half eco for Galaxy Racer. 3 of them are on the Spectres. Alter Ego Celeste, 5 rifles, and enough money for 2 more rounds to boot. Galaxy Racer feel like they're on the back foot right now.
I agree. You took the words right out of my mouth, because if Galaxy Racer loses this round, they won't have enough for the next. Meanwhile, Alter Ego Celeste has the economy for this round and more. Galaxy Racer has to be extra careful. 3 players situated towards Octagon right now.
They can't lose more than 2 rounds, so Alter Ego Celeste. So we can pretty much say they virtually have a bye for every single round if they keep this going.
Yeah, virtually. Still, though, they are being careful about this. Very worried about this hold in, but thankfully Trix will nail that first headshot. Pulls out her utility, gets punished for it, but Yaya comes in to look for the trade, misses her shots. It's gonna be a bit more before Ayumi teleports. And now Spike over here. Are they gonna route back around B? Does Hannah know this?
I'm not sure if she knows, but she probably hears a utility coming in.
I've got your
So
trail.
she's just waiting for that last person to come in because she hasn't heard the spike come in. So she's not confirming it yet.
30 seconds left.
Seekers will give away Hannah's position. If they can actually take Hannah down, they have control over the site. Oh my god! Rolling Thunder got denied right now. Even though the 2 players with rifles are on the site itself, it's not going to be easy for them to make their way in. Orbital Strike did not connect onto a single player.
Last
Just
player
got there a
standing.
little
Bit
bit.
of a misuse there.
If anyone can do it, Aya can. You saw that headshot. She's going in for it. Has to clear out a Yumi, though. Turns the Hawk. There she goes for it, but no! The spray does not connect. Instead, Ayumi's will. 11-9 now. And I don't want to see how much money Galaxy Racer has left.
I'll give you an answer. Not much.
Oh,
Alright, it's a full eco for them. It's starting to look scary. This is the exact same thing we saw. I mean, it's not an 8 rounds in a row for Alter Ego Celeste because they lost the last one. But look at their economy. Look at Galaxy Racer's economy. Look at the round trends here. It looks like Alter Ego Celeste are just going to win out here.
despite having the 2-round advantage, yeah, whatever Galaxy Racer has right now, it's just not enough. I mean, conversely, if you think about how Alter Ego Celeste played their defense, they were farming alt orbs for days. Galaxy Racer has not done that.
Yeah, this is a bit of a difference from the defenses there. They're giving a bit too much respect to Alter Ego Celeste. But Galaxy Racer, if they can hold on here, they've also made Thrifties work before. The Sheriff on Trix and Ivory, this can't work out still.
Triple player setup around Hookah. They're banking on this. Look at how careful a Yumi and a Neri are. Unless the Hawk probably got the information that they needed. Here they come. Instantly backing off as well. The flashpoint doesn't catch anyone in the face. They go in for the peaks and they instantly get peppered full of holes.
Player standing.
Aya comes in from the back and gets punished as well. Ivory's all that is left.
She hardly cleared that opening, and she immediately took a bullet to the head from Iceberg. That was just so sharp for Alter Ego Celeste. They were ready for any cheesy strats that Galaxy Racer was doing. You know, there's 3 members onto Hookah, and they still couldn't convert 1 kill.
Here.
God, is this gonna be it, Marquis?
This is, yeah, economy.
Yes.
They're full buying right now. If they lose this round, they're gonna have to eco again, and Alter Ego get to match point if that happens.
Galaxy Racer, come on. Playing the defense once more. Similar setups. All the stars. There are 3 on towards B site. Thankfully, they want to resist this, so the paint shells will be able to push them off just for a second. Hollow Drone comes in, though. And hearing that, they back off. Oh no,
Iceberg takes Aya down, but gets traded by Ivory. Good trade there
back
from
off.
Galaxy Racer, but they should
Oh,
know
no.
that there's some rotation coming in here. Ayumi with a Trailblazer.
And this is...
Checks outside. Spots out Ivory.
Oh my god. This is where Galaxy Racer needs to make a quick move, but Trix is still going in to clear it for Fountain. 4v4, and they have control over the site, plus the Cosmic Divide. That's good for 15-ish seconds.
Yeah, the plant is going down as well. They should be able to hear it, but the Rolling Thunder comes in. Might deny it. Yes, it denies the plant. There's the Sky Smokes coming out as well. Galaxy Racer being decisive about this. Want to push into the site, denying them the plant. Margot gets really low. There's the heal from Ayumi.
30 seconds.
Trix with the flank here, but the Sky Smokes are covering that. Hannah and Ivory get 1 kill apiece, but Ineri and Ayumi both still alive. They take the teleporter. They teleport, but Trix is there to stop it. And it's all down to Ineri. 1v2 right now. There's the plant going down. They know that they can.
They have to move quick, though. They have to do it together. Otherwise, Ineri in a 1v1 situation, no way. She's gonna hide for this. Here's the drop, instantly goes out for a peek. She's still unscathed, but thankfully Trix is still as sharp as ever. The headshot rings true, and this pushes Galaxy Racer to match point.
Galaxy Racer finally on the cusp of taking a map away from Alter Ego Celeste, but we were talking about this. Alter Ego Celeste, their economy, they still have enough to bankroll this round.
Yeah, thanks to their investments, thanks to their wins from earlier on. Oh my
Celeste
God.
stonks.
Oh no, look at Aya. 2
Aya?
points away. She needs her Blade Storm. She only has a Spectre this round.
Yeah, as well, Spectre.
Oh.
She could. Oh, wait. Buy a rifle.
I don't like this. If they lose this round, they have to eco the next.
Yeah.
And then that's, you know, it's a very possible overtime for Alter Ego Celeste.
Maybe they weren't confident in winning this round, so they're keeping some for the next round in case they lose. They could at least buy 2 rifles.
I'm hoping for it. Still, though, Alter Ego Celeste, a decisive pushes in towards Hookah right now, but thankfully Trix with the Vandal still taking Margot away. No more recons, except for Ayumi, of course. Oh, it catches 2 people. Oh, the showstopper! Okay, only gets Hannah. Still not too bad. We're back into our 4v4, and the spike is still into the back of market.
They have the B site, but they know that there's someone else in Octagon, at least 1 more member, so they're actually going to A instead. Smart move here
This is
from Alter Ego Celeste because they're going to be able to sandwich
Ivory's
Galaxy
watching
Racer.
the back. Ivory's watching the back. She has to connect. No! Tarathiel with the headshots now. And the only one outside is Aya. Gets caught by the Hawk. The Viper's pick goes up as well. I don't know what this round feels like. She goes in at the right time, but Iceberg was watching her back. Trix tries to go in, but with that elevated angle, just can't quite connect onto where's Tarathiel. It's all up to Yea. She gets pulled in by the gravity well. She gets 1, but look at that triple peak!
Triple peak!
Triple peak!
I think we're going to overtime here. Look at the creds. It's just, look at Ineri's average combat score plus Ayumi. They're just playing out of their minds right now. And look on the side of Galaxy Racer. There's the really bad buys here, and I think Yaya, she can't afford a rifle right now. Only 1 rifle. It's gonna be on Trix. That's gonna be the Hero Vandal, Spectre, and 3 pistols. I think Alter Ego Celeste have a very good chance of sending us to overtime.
Very good. I'd say about 90%, but let's see what happens. 2 players over by elbow. One of them is Trix. She has to stay put, though. If she peeks it, an area will find her, so thankfully she backs off. But this does grant control over to Alter Ego Celeste. They will be able to get the spike down on B.
Going down, Galaxy Racer. Don't have the firepower for this, but they do have the knives. Aya. Wait, wall bang. Knife?
I don't know, but it's what we see on the kill feed. It is still a 5v4, and they pushed off quite the number of players off of site. If they can hold this down, if there are enough Sky Smokes and Incendiaries, they just might be able to stick this. They're certainly going in for it, but the post-plant positions are ready as well. The Shock Darts come in, the Hawk goes out, and Aya is just holding this with the close-range angle, with the right clicks. She gets the second, the third. Going in again. Oh no, she gets shut down by Iceberg. Thankfully, Trix is there. They closed this map out. Oh my god, Marquis.
Wait, they don't have the time.
No. What?
Less than a second remaining, and Alter Ego
Switching
Celeste
sides.
send this to overtime.
Oh, my heart can't take this.
I'm feeling a weird adrenaline rush right now. I don't know what is going on, but my heart is pumping. Aya with the heroics here. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. She gets 1 kill off of the start, gets Margot, gets a 3rd kill here. Unfortunately, doesn't finish Ayumi in the smoke there. Iceberg takes him down, but no one was defusing the spike. And by the time they got there, it was just less than a second too late. 0.88 seconds remaining. And now we're in overtime. This game is definitely delivering.
Still a big thing. There is a chance that Alter Ego Celeste can still finish this off 3-0. They are playing on the defense. Trix wants to make this a quick one. Immediately going for lamps. Trying to pull off the same thing that he did in the first half. Aya will be able to take Iceberg down. Still, Showers. Remember what we saw? They're going in for this. They don't have full control over the site.
Showers is a death trap. We've seen this time and time again from Alter Ego Celeste. They stay... sorry, not Showers. Lamps is a death trap. Because Ineri and Ayumi are in Showers. And they're just gonna trap you there. They're waiting for their team to come in before they stop you.
Teleporter?
They're already in the site, but they can't plant the spike.
They're going in for this. Aya's holding the angle. She's able to do it! She finds a triple. And right now, Tarathiel and Margot already going in towards Lamps. If Margot can find the 2 kills right here, this could be
kills,
painful.
like you mentioned!
So quick! For the 3rd! Tarathiel will be the one to get it, though. 1v2. Seconds remaining. Gets Ayaya, but Ivory saves the day. 13-12. And they swap sides.
Match point.
Wow, Galaxy Racer. Another spark of life, back in the lead again, but Alter Ego Celeste, they made it so close. 1 kill away from getting that round. This is coming down to the wire, and I don't even know who's gonna win this coming round.
I completely agree. This is so close. Very fine margins for both sides, down to the single player left alive. And right now, just as fast as Galaxy Racer was, Ineri's going in for hookah control. Tarathiel wanting to deny the alt orb. Just stays around this one spot. They're playing it slow and steady though, Alter Ego Celeste. If someone walks into the crosshairs, that would be the worst thing in the world for Galaxy Racer right now.
Yep, Tarathiel getting the kill onto Aya. Aya has been the one keeping them in the game. And there's a heal top up from Ayumi as well, so Tarathiel is gonna get healed up to 100.
And that is why painful 5v4 now. And even though that was a kill on towards A, there are question marks in the heads of Galaxy Racer players. The hit is on B though, that's the biggest thing. So if they rotate over, because they have a lack of manpower, they're not going to be able to pull this off. They're not going to hold this off. Spike gets planted. Incendiary doesn't really do that much. 4v5 retake Marquis, I don't see it happening.
Yep, I think second overtime maybe? We don't have Aya with the crazy kills, but Trix is capable of doing it herself. So we might need some heroic plays from Trix to get this off. And there's the pain shells coming out, but Trix gets shut down. Yeah, takes down Margot, but Ayumi gets another kill as well. The defuse is not going to be stuck. Anna has to stick to the defuse again. Ivory, only one left remaining. 1v3 right now, and they finish off Ivory 13-13, second overtime.
Overtime number 2, and I gotta say, man, I mean, even towards the end of that round, it just seems like without the leadership of Trix, without the heroics from Aya, the sharp plays, the rest of the team just kind of seems to fall apart. They are kind of lost as to what to do. I mean, thinking about sticking the defuse, going to tap it, the rest of the squad just trying to look for angles, but Alter Ego Celeste are just too quick on their feet.
hold of thought. Iceberg is on the operator right now, playing on A heaven. I think they know that Galaxy Racer are gonna try for A yet again.
Oh my god. This could be the round. And Aneri pushing out of showers as well. There's the operator shot. There's the second kill. 3v5. I have a pit in my stomach because there's the second operator shot. 2v5 now. Galaxy Racer, how can they make their way out of this one?
One enemy remaining. Spike
Yeah, I'm not
down
sure.
A.
1v5 for Aya? Maybe? That's what they need. That's definitely the only way they win this. Aya gets flashed out. The rest of LT goes Celeste. SWAT team coming in. And Lamps. I've seriously never seen Galaxy Racer get out of Lamps alive. Once you're in there,
Point.
it's done.
That's why, I mean, in the pre-show, before this map started, I said, Galaxy Racer, they need more plays. They need more strats. Just rushing into lamps is not going to cut it anymore. And now that they've swapped sides, Trix maybe trying to pull a page from whatever Iceberg had. Hannah trying to do whatever she can with the Odin right now. Will this be enough, Marquis?
Altigo Celeste play it a bit differently from how Galaxy Racer play though. So once they know where the op is, I think they're just gonna go for the opposite side on Altigo Celeste. Look at how they're playing right now. Their defaults, they play one player on each side, and Tarathiel clears out bats. Ivory gets taken down.
Jets grounded.
Oh my
There he takes on Aya as well. Takes down Yaya. And Neri pulling out all the stops. They clear B.
If they win this, that's game. Galaxy Racer, 2 players left alive. How can they do this? It's Hannah with the Odin. She sprays all over the place, but gets all the utility all over her. Trix with one shot to sound things off. Might just have
They're
deterred
respecting
the
Trix.
aggression. Yes, they are, but they've also recognized that there isn't a single player on B.
And someone's here to stop the teleporter as well. Iceberg might be able to see Trix.
Oh!
And she does finish this Trix off. It's all down to Hannah. 1v4 right now. This is tournament life. This Odin tries to take down Iceberg, but the pull from Tarathiel across the map is going to secure the win and the series. Alter Ego Celeste are your winners. 6 opens in a row.
6 opens in a row. Not a single map dropped. This is 3-0 in the grand finals, 2-0 in upper brackets, and 2-0 since day one. Galaxy Racer, they've tried so hard. They got so far, but you know it, in the end, it doesn't even matter, man. They went overtime. This is as close as it gets. They're the only team to push Alter Ego Celeste this far, but it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, overtime, the most that I could ask for, the closest I've seen for a map to be taken away from Alter Ego Celeste. But they finish off a clean sweep for this playoffs and a clean sweep off the whole circuit. Alter Ego Celeste 15-13 against Galaxy Racer. Again, it's one of those things where they seem to have turned on another switch. And Neri, in that last overtime, just went crazy. She just finished everyone off with her Vandal and then just, you know, we're done. We don't want to play map number 4.
Absolutely crazy. Oh my god. And not to mention, I mean, every single one of those players on Alter Ego Celeste, they are that sharp. A Yumi with a 2.9 KDA. That's the closest that we've gotten, I think, today at least, to a 3.0. Plus, all of them are so smart when it comes down to it, even in the second overtime, just because they had the perfect reads, the perfect setups, they had that flawless victory. I don't know if it's Tarathiel's calling alone. I don't know if it's just because every single one of them seemed to be on the same page, seemed to be that cognizant of whatever Galaxy Racer has to throw at them. They are the ones to do it. That's why they have the flawless victories.
Yeah, and Tarathiel really playing at Astra really well. Across the map, she's able to pull from her teammates' calls. She's able to put down the stars. That last pull onto, I believe it was Hannah with the Odin there, was just perfect. Really sealed the deal for them. And Alter Ego Celeste really didn't let this game get away from their grasps.
This is, yeah, I mean, that's why this is the grand final, 15-13, and just whatever it is, I hope that Galaxy Racer don't give up hopes because they have cut, they have put a dent into whatever kind of armor that Alter Ego Celeste has. They could do it. They certainly could. With enough study, with enough strats, with enough firepower, perhaps if the rest of the team start working on it, I think they could actually beat them.
Look, Galaxy Racer have reached the grand finals 3 out of 4 times in the last 4 opens. The only other finalist was Oasis Gaming Aqua, who were the ones to beat Galaxy Racer in the lower bracket finals. So I think that Galaxy Racer are the clear second place team here. They've disposed of the competition of everyone but Alter Ego Celeste. So my power rankings is very clear. Alter Ego Celeste on top. Big gap. Maybe smaller this time around. Galaxy Racer, and then everyone else. Like right now, Galaxy Racer, I wouldn't discount their achievements. They've played really well. They took Alter Ego Celeste to overtime on their map pick, though it wasn't enough, but they made it really close. And I think between the 3 teams, I love the 3 teams, top 3, almost every single time. Alter Ego Celeste, Galaxy Racer, and the new and improved Oasis Gaming Aqua. They look stronger, by the way.
Oh yeah, they certainly
I think
do.
There's just a high level of competition around FSL, and I'm really excited to see overtime, the wild cards, and eventually FSL Elite, where these teams get to showdown in an even bigger stage.
And I hope by then, someone please take a map off of Alter Ego Celeste. If anyone could do it, my bets are on Galaxy Racer. But then again, that's going to be that for now. After this, there is going to be a winner's interview with our very own Tanya May and one of the players. I think it's Tarathiel, probably from Alter Ego Celeste. So, guys, please stick around for that. Yes, the games might be over, but this is going to be one that you want to look out for because we get to pick Tarathiel's brain. That's something I've been wanting to do, and hopefully we get to see some secrets. So, quick break. Don't go away, guys. We will be right back.